Um, Previously on Dark Heresy with Rachel Soup, for starters.
Very good.
Finally, after a week of investigating the Joyous Choir, you gained access to the Grand Temple, a vast, recently restored building of white stone jutting out from the hive wall on a wide plateau. Security was tight. Dozens of men and women in the elite red sashes of the Magistratum stood guard outside the temple, and thanks to the weapons scanners on the gate, weapons other than blades were not getting in. Well, mostly. Mira found herself accosted by security, but this seemed merely routine, the Magistratum asking simply to see and then test the stims Mira had hidden within her dress for medical reasons. Passing into the temple proper, you were each greeted and scanned again, this time by the so-called councillors of the choir, using harmony meters, the modified auspexes similar to the one shown to you by Inquisitor Varak. "Rejoice, brother," one of them said to Vladimir, "for you are true."
Great.
The evening
You
began
are
in
jealous.
earnest with a speech by Father Karos Scholl, the figurehead, leader, and founder of the Joyous Choir, and after bidding everyone enjoy themselves, Scholl retreated to an office at the back of the temple. Ishmael sent Thing scuttling after him. What followed was a play, a spurred play, similar to what you saw at Lady Barella's party. Elserge Kryn, a young noble from the Cirque de Tarsus, presented himself as somebody named Chorus, and told the tale of the fall of Cyperen, an imperial commander who doomed an entire world through negligence regarding his own happiness. The entire temple seemed enraptured by this performance, and with all eyes turned to the stage, Dick crept away and assembled his pistol, but then seemed to become entranced by the show once more. A missed opportunity to do some snooping, perhaps. And just like at Lady Barella's party, a drugged, clearly confused midhiver was brought out onto the stage to play the lead role. However, unlike at Lady Barella's party, he did not respond as well as the crowd nor the actors would have liked. After growing frustrated with the man, Elserge killed him right there in cold blood, and the crowd applauded. Some of you were unable to contain your shock at this, and Elserge singled out Vlad, who had gasped in horror. It seemed that Elserge thought your horror was a criticism of his acting, rather than the murder of an innocent man, and, insulted, he challenged you to a duel. Again, the entire temple was focused on this single event. Even the servants and councillors descended to the basement, to the blood square, where the duel was fought. Vladimir put up a good fight, putting Elserge through his paces, but ultimately the foppish lord proved the better swordsman, scoring a single blow required to end the duel. After Vlad apologised for criticising his acting in public, Elserge laughed the matter off, skipping off to find a drink. It seemed it had been nothing but a bit of fun to him, an entertaining diversion, perhaps. Over the next few minutes, you were approached by the so-called councillors, who offered to book you time slots for various activities within the temple. Meditation chambers and massages were booked, Derekles booked a table for 2, and you were all offered the chance to meet with a councillor for a private guidance session, to fine-tune your path to trueness. Father Scholl himself was introduced to Mira, who invited him to have a little chat in private. Vladimir and Lady Redstream had a nice relaxing massage at the hands of a very skilled monotask servitor, during which Vlad's spirit headed up to the seemingly abandoned upper floor of the temple. Perhaps the choir had yet to get around to renovating this particular floor. Mira and Ishmael wandered the halls of the temple. Dick played cards with Sorka Outhwaite in the library, and Ramsay and Derekles went for dinner with their respective dates. Ramsay and Lady Cleves drew some curious glances which seemed to amuse Lady Cleves. Vlad contacted Derekles after Lady Redstream gave him some Farcosia as promised, but Derekles was far too busy on his date. Mira and Ishmael visited a meditation chamber where Ishmael patched into Thing, seeing Father Scholl studying a list of guests with whom he had meetings that night. And Ishmael watched back Thing's recording, overheard one of the councillors telling Scholl, "Our metal friend is on the way. He will be here around 11. Father Scholl seemed unhappy about this. "Tonight? With all these people here, that man will be the death of me.
Yep.
Dick Pincher began quizzing one of the nobles in the librarium, asking how long she had been a member of the choir, and how many people who had been declared true she had seen return after their enlightenment. None, she said, but then she'd never actually heard of anyone being declared true in the 6 months she had been a member. Derekles visited the Hollow Suite, watching a religious documentary about the creation of the Joyous Choir, but found himself becoming entranced by the Hollow set. He experienced a flashback to being strapped into a machine. The voice of Inquisitor Varrak and a second mechanical voice discussed base pairs being a 100% match for the sample provided. He's clean, free of any taint from contact with the Gestalt. And something about frequent application to enable suppression of memories being the only viable course of action due to him being unusually resistant to the process. Just like the rattling found on the Bell of Purgation, you heard the voice say. Ramsay found Derekles in this condition and slapped him out of it, scaring off the attending counsellor. The rattling then voxed Ishmael, telling him there was something amiss with the hollow sets. He suspected mind control. And so Ishmael investigated, jacking into and scanning the hollow sets. He realised the hollow suite was emitting low-level theta waves, which generate the so-called theta rhythm, a neural oscillation in the brain that underlies various aspects of cognition and behaviour, including learning, memory, and spatial navigation in many animals within the animal kingdom, and it's often associated with psychers. Rather than mind control, Ishmael believed this signal was designed to stimulate certain types of brain activity. Mira met with Father Scholl, and he thanked her personally for her donation to Councillor Obrog's church. He explained that while the Joyous Choir was particularly wealthy, much of that wealth came from donations from the upper classes, who would not be pleased if he were to divert some of their contributions to a mid-hive temple. But now, with Mira's donation, Councillor Obrog's temple would be completed. Mira chatted with Father Scholl for a while. He seemed an amiable enough fellow, merely asking questions about her journey from Fenxworld and how you were finding Scintilla. He spoke of his wish to expand the choir beyond the world of Scintilla, and asked how receptive Mira believed Fenxworld might be to the message of the Joyous Choir. Mira told Scholl that Fenxworld was quite a miserable place. Perhaps they needed a little joy there, but Mira seemed to think it was not a good idea. And she learned little of value during her chat with Scholl, but left Scholl's office believing she had kept her cover intact and drawn no attention to herself or her objectives. Derekles went for a massage along with Maylene Trun, and Vlad headed off to his private guidance session, Lady Redstream too, although they found themselves in separate rooms. Ramsay lurked in the corridor nearby as Vlad was led into the well-appointed interview room. "I must say, my Lord Rains, it truly is a pleasure to meet with you. So rarely do we find someone with such joy in their heart. Usually it takes many months of guidance before one becomes as joyful as you. Truly, I am blessed. I shall be handsomely rewarded." The floor dropped away, and Vlad fell, still seated in the chair, and he fell into a space that made no sense, becoming disorientated, feeling effects similar to the moment of dislocation experienced when stepping outside of his body. And then he crashed down hard onto the cold metal floor of a small cell, pitch black, and yelled in agony as the chair shattered beneath him. Perhaps it broke your fall a little, but not much. Your connection to the warp weakened, something around you draining your power. And you have felt such things before, Vlad, all those years ago, on the Black Ship, when you were taken for sanctioning. It neutered you then, stripped you of your power, save for in those moments when the man in black entered the room and tested you, again and again. But back then, on the Black Ship, you were much less powerful. You are blind, you are deaf, you take -40 to invocation rolls, and your psi rating is reduced by 3.
Shit.
Ramsay,
Yes.
Yeah,
Make
I see your cat won't let you have a minute. Anyway, sorry.
Ramsey, make a ballistic skill test, please. Straight ballistic
Oh.
skill.
Oh. Nice.
Before we begin properly tonight, I'd like to issue a disclaimer.
Don't believe his lies.
The current mission has been prepared many months in advance and is based on a published adventure with a few alterations to fit in with my campaign. The following session was prepared a few days after last session, the morning before the last session of Alan's darkest Heresy game. Nothing that occurs in tonight's session is the result of what some might perceive as revenge, retaliation, or an attempt at escalating an arms race. The GM would like to remind everyone that although he has ultimate power in this game, he is not a vindictive man, nor is he a spiteful person. And anything and everything that happens tonight is a result of your actions as players over the last 12 months in this game. And it is in no way a response to having certain events snatched away from me in another game, an event I had spent several hours and many hundreds of experience points preparing for over a period of around 7 months.
Oh dear.
With that
Good to
being
know, Dave.
said,
I'm glad to hear that.
and so, we're going to go back in time a little bit. It's around 10 PM. At this moment in time, where's my bit of paper gone? At this moment in time, Vlad is just entering the counselling chamber before plunging into this room of darkness. Lady Redstream's in the room next door. Mira is with Father Shoal. Ramsey is allegedly going for a massage, but he's actually loitering in the corridor. Ishmael is looking into the theta waves. Derekles is undergoing a massage. Well,
Quite
Mr.
good.
Mr. Pincher
Yeah.
was unavailable for comment at this time,
I wonder why.
but now he is.
Hello.
So we're going to start with Mr. Pincher.
Oh. Start with it.
So, cat. My man. I'm going to stick my nose around this area a little bit more, man.
Well, do you mind if I tag along, or do you want to be on your own for a little while?
No, man, tag along, see as you must. It's, you might make things a bit more interesting than my friend.
Lead the way, Pincher.
Alright, so we're going to go and, we're going to go see if we can get where we're not supposed to go. Sounds brilliant. Is this book anything?
The book is just a large book of religious text written in High Gothic, which I believe you can't read.
Can't read.
You can read a little bit of Low Gothic, but you'd struggle with High.
A ledger.
So we're going to come out this room.
Okay.
And,
Oh, shit. Sawcat's just climbed up inside Dick.
oh my god. So,
Okay, so this room looks a lot like the other room that you've just been in. It's almost a mirror of the previous library. Very, very similar. A few different people here. You recognise a couple of them. But yeah, it's basically the same sort of room, just a library with a lot of books and a few chairs and things like that.
Okay.
Standing, there is a counsellor in here. There's a few random people who you've not met before. There is also in here Lady Barella and El Sergei Kryn. And as you walk past some of the books on the shelves, you see that some of them are titled on the spines of the books. You can see some of them are in Low Gothic, but these large books you can see out for display are High Gothic text.
Okay.
Jelly making for beginners.
I see. Okay.
Heresy for the novice.
I've got to go talk to the counsellor.
Okay.
Hello,
Oh,
counsellor.
hello, sir. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, are you true?
Myself, unfortunately, no. I have my own program. I've been working for a little over 18 months to become true, but so far I have not completed my my program. The path is still before me.
So then, counsellor, how long have you worked? How long have you been part of this mission?
Well, I joined the Joyous Choir a little over 18 months ago. Well, no, thinking about it, perhaps getting on for 2 years. But I have been a counsellor for around 18 months. I was asked to come and help.
So you must counsel those who have become true.
I have assigned a few programs to some fortunate souls, yes, who have completed their path to trueness.
Is it all right to meet any of these fortunate souls so they can give me some guidance?
Make a inquiry test, please, Dick, at plus 20. Okay. And he says to you, just a second, I need to make a note of that. Wait, yeah, that's right. And he says to you, well, my understanding is that those that are marked as true are sent out to some of the lesser temples to do their works there. I'm not familiar with any that are still here. Perhaps someone more in the know might be able to direct you to a specific temple, but I think... sorry, say again.
That would be very most... So can you find me someone who knows?
Certainly. Just give me a few moments, please. And off he goes. I'd like you to make a scrutiny test, please.
Okay. 14. Go.
Okay. So he goes off to try and find you someone more senior to find someone who has become true. What would you like to do while you wait?
Has he got a pen or anything in his book?
He wasn't writing in the book. It's like a proper religious tome that's there on display for people to look at. Can I make a
sleight of hand? Is anybody looking at me at the
moment? Make a perception check.
No.
Okay, you don't see anyone. You don't see anyone directly looking at you. There's a couple of noble women in these armchairs that are sat engrossed in books. Lady Barella and El Sergei Kryn are quite close to you. Lady Barella's got her back to you. El Sergei Kryn is facing you, but he doesn't seem to be looking at you, and you are kind of slightly around the corner.
I'm going to make a sleight of hand check to tear a few pages out of this book.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check, please. Where's my NPCs? All right.
Pass.
Okay.
Straight pass.
All right. Yeah, you tear a couple of pages. It's quite thick. It's not just paper. It's quite chunky parchment. But you manage to do it slowly without making too much noise. And you see Lord Houseweight watching you, and he sort of raises an eyebrow, but you can see this slight grin on his face. Add to your inventory 2 pages of parchment from the Joyous Choir book.
No, I'm gonna go over.
Say, Pincher.
I'm gonna go over and I'll go to this lady here and try to make a sleight of hand check to stash it on her.
So you're going to try and creep up on her. I'd like you to make a silent move test before you do the sleight of hand. See if she notices you approaching.
Okay. Yes. Silent move. 26. You could do it, Nick. No, you can't.
Oh!
200.
100.
Well, luckily it wasn't for the roll.
Yeah.
I did it on these.
As you creep quite quietly across the room, you get your foot caught under this rug that you see, and you sort of trip and stumble and nearly land on top of her. Oh my! Do you mind, sir? Have you never heard of personal space?
All right. As I'm getting up, I'm going to use sleight of hand to stuff the pages down the arm of the chair where she's sat as I'm pushing myself up.
Okay. Give me a
To
silent
make this work.
silent hand. Give me a silent hand roll. Give me a sleight of hand roll.
A silent hand check. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
She has the paper. She has it. It wasn't me.
I've just rolled perception checks for a couple of the nobles in the area, and I rolled a fucking 98 and a 100.
Yes. One just
No.
went deaf while watching me.
Okay, you
That's unlucky.
easily, in fact, the trip and the fall maybe assisted you a bit here as you sort of slump over the arm of the chair and you stuff these pages down the side of the chair, yeah? In between the arm and where she's sitting.
Yep.
He says, well, one should be more careful when walking around a room with such valuable and old books. And she seems to glare at you. She's not very impressed with your clumsiness.
Simmer down, woman. Know your place when speaking to a man.
Are you trying to intimidate her or just generally being
No,
rude?
I'm just being sharp.
Okay.
Just being nasty.
Well, I'm not used to being spoken to like that. I'll soon see about this. I don't know who you are, but I've never seen you be here before, and I'll see to it that you don't get in here again. And she goes stomping off.
No. Don't do that to you.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Dick?
I'm just going to cause more trouble if you don't mind me.
Okay.
Keep digging, Pincher.
I want to set the church in a mass confusion around somewhere. So we can get on with our bit. Right. I'm going to make myself behind this lord. See if he's got anything worth stealing.
Sawcat comes over here and begins to pretend to peruse the books, but he's kind of watching you. What are you doing? You're trying to pick his pocket?
Yeah. I'm going to whisper to Sarkap first. It's like, I'm going to go, cover me. I'm just checking up on these people so I know who they are. Okay. Block line of sights to me where you're doing. Say that quietly to him.
Okay. He says, well, sure thing, Pincher. I've always wanted to be an accomplice to crime. He positions himself between Lady Barella and El Sergei Quinn as best he can. Well, between them and you. If you'd like to make a sleight of hand roll.
I will try. Yes. Lizard man takes it.
What with the lizard man fucking image?
I've made a group in my game called the Clan, and it's the picture I used for him. I just
Nice.
I've been changed that in that many games. It doesn't really matter who I've got anymore.
Is he holding a thermal detonator?
Well, the lizard man. I think it's some sort of like lizard sex time myself. But you'll have to.
I'd like you
Like
to make
simulation.
an awareness check, please, Dick.
Okay. Click. Click. No. I'm painfully unaware of anything.
All right. You find in this guy's pocket a high denomination credit chip. It's not assigned to a specific individual. It's just rather than loose coins. It's basically a chip that has a certain amount of thrones on it. So if you'd like to add to your inventory credit chip worth 477 thrones. And I would also like you to roll a D100, please.
Pincher found the mother lode.
Well, this is definitely the place to be to go thieving.
Yeah.
In the building.
I know.
It is until you get caught. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put credit chip 400.
477.
Okay, and then what? 477.
Yeah.
The credit chip's worth. Wow. Was that the D100? Have you just rolled it?
No, yeah, that's I've rolled for how much is on it, but 34. You also managed to get out of his pocket a data slate. A very small data slate.
Okay. I'm gonna go. So I'll wait. And say, hey man, just come with me for a minute, please, my lord.
All right. He says, "Well, sure thing, Pincher."
Right. And as we get somewhere where we can't see, I'm going to slip in the data slate. And say, can you read that for me? Say anything useful on you.
He can, and he does. The data slate is, he tells you, well, this seems to be a lot of text on various religious practices. Some of them seem quite run-of-the-mill Imperial Creed type things, but a few of them are a little bit more esoteric, splinters of the cult, if you will. There's a whole chapter here on the Joyous Choir, one or two other offshoots of the main body of faith, too.
He's a tourist then. Cheers, man.
Perhaps so.
Thank you very much. Anyway, that's us for a little bit. I'll let you crack on with someone else because I could just carry on robbing here all day.
I know you would, yeah. And I would like nothing more than to do that. Unfortunately, we have 5 other players to think about.
I know.
Pretty knackered. Take my
jackpot.
time.
Well, nobody minds Pincher stealing blind from the choir, by the way.
No, not at all. Nobody, even I don't.
mind.
Okay. Let me just get a beer. Mirror.
Mhm.
It's around 10:15 at this point, which ties in nicely with what Pincher's just been up to. You leave Father Scholl's personal quarters. Let's put you on the map. Somewhere up here. The aging patriarch of this unusual but seemingly pious offshoot of the imperial cult seemed quite an affable, amiable soul. You find yourself smiling and chatting with the man for quite some time, and he asked about your homeworld, Fink's world, Your journey here, Scintilla, the prospect of spreading the joyous choir's word to your home. If you were not here by Holy Writ, and by command of Inquisitor Globus Verac of the Ordo Hereticus, you probably wouldn't suspect there was anything amiss here at all. But you are here as an agent of the Inquisition. His left hand.
Mm-hmm.
The smiles, the laughter, the uplifting music, transposed into F major, if you are not mistaken, piped into this corridor through small statues of cherubs, hanging in the walls. Make a willpower test. You find yourself humming along to the music.
Oh no.
You feel the muscles of your face smiling. No mirror. Snap out of it. You gain 1 corruption point.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Cap, come on.
Down the bottom.
Where?
Just there, look, on the right. That's it.
How many do you need for them to go like completely fucking berserk?
100 is when you fucking completely lose your mind, but
All right.
every 10 insanity or corruption points, things happen. You have to make rolls.
Okay.
How many are you on now?
3.
That's not so bad. It's not like Alan's game, is it?
So it's a light corruption.
Got another Joe, I'll never forget.
Corruption in Dave's game.
Yet.
Like salty.
As you know, Hayden, I play the long game.
And,
In your time on the piety of Seth, the world on which you were raised and trained for services to the God Emperor of mankind, things were very different to how they are here. They were very serious, grim, almost. You were taught then that your life would be one of service. From an early age, your every waking hour was spent in tutelage, weapons training, prayer, history, and of course, hours and hours of indoctrination into the Imperial Creed. The most important aspects of your life as a bride of the God Emperor: devotion, service, purity. But in the last few months, things have begun to change for you, Mira. And it began on Iacanthos, where you learn the name of a creature of the warp, a demon of great and terrible power, and you realize that even a righteous endeavor, such as the construction of a new cathedral, could be tainted by the forces of the enemy. And then Seth, the self-proclaimed prophet, who had attempted to enslave the Ashleen by converting them to the Imperial Creed, to enslave them to his will. Was it so easy for these people to take that which you held to be so important, faith, and weaponize it? Use it for whatever these people intended? And here, now, in this alabaster court, this joyous choir that preach happiness and pleasure-seeking as a reward for service, you find yourself at odds. You were always taught service is its own reward. Are your teachings wrong? Or are these people wrong? And as you wander out of Father Scholl's quarters, you remember the words of Sister Domina, the instructor back on the piety of Seth. The dogma drilled into you from an early age. And phrases come to your mind unbidden. Phrases you heard so often. Phrases that you and your sisters would repeat without even thinking about them. It is better to die for the Emperor than to live for yourself. Happiness is a delusion of the weak. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. And innocence proves nothing. Make a willpower test, Mira. Focus, Mira. You have a job to do. There's a bar here. More than one.
Ooh. Ooh.
Besides communion wine, you had never consumed alcohol before joining the Inquisition, and then that day on Iacanthos, camping in the wilderness en route to the camp of Seth the Voice, interrogated Carlos Medan, the man whose life you saved. He thanked you again for that there, and he offered you his flask. The things you have seen, Mirror of the Cleansing Wave. The horror of the chirurgeon's body shop, the dead shambling through the dark night of the Iacanthan desert, the crows with no eyes who watched constantly, the Skay thing, the twisted, deformed man who had once been Abbot Orlan Skay, changing into the demon Tissiak as it pushed through the veil. You drank from Medan's flask. Who can blame you? And then in the camp of Seth, where hundreds of thousands of Ashleen were driven into a rage, turning on one another and turning into things as they tore each other apart in a frenzy of bloodshed and death and destruction. You drank. You shared Interrogator Medan's flask once more. He's a charming man, Interrogator Medan, and quite handsome. And if it weren't for your vows, Mirror, make a willpower test.
Excellent. Oi.
You gone Jewish? Oh,
I resist the charms.
no, Mirror.
Like real life.
No, Mirror. Purge those thoughts, those impure desires. In the bar, when you returned to Scintilla, in Lord Stroph's manor as a guest with a lie for a name, you drank. And that day in the hustle, where you battled the Theodosia puppet, that stray shot, that high-velocity explosive shell worth more than most mid-hivers make in a year, you drank. You have seen things, Mirror of the Cleansing Wave. Things that ordinary people do not see, and you have glimpsed what lies beyond as a veil, and you have seen the darkness that lurks there, and you know now that the teachings of your sisterhood, the dogma of the Imperial Creed, is not exactly true. Through prayer and devotion and service, the God Emperor grants benevolence and mercy, and most of all, Mirror, the God Emperor protects the victims of the chirurgeon, Abbot Orlan Skay and Aristocrus, the Ashleen who wanted nothing more than to be part of something. Where was his benevolence then? His protection? And the man in the hustle, whose only crime was to run between you and your target as you fired the mass-reactive round that burst his torso apart like an overripe ploin fruit. The God Emperor protects, doesn't he, Mirror of the Cleansing Wave? There is no wonder you have begun to drink, Mirror, to drown the memories of what you have seen, to remain sober in such times. Well, that might lead to thinking, and thinking might lead to doubt. And you recall the words of Sister Domina once more. Blessed is the mind too small for doubt. You're so very smart, Mirror. And smart people thinking can be dangerous. There's a bar here, Mirror. More than one. A little drink wouldn't hurt, would it? Make a willpower test with a +10.
You turn it into an alchemy, it's a side quest, Mirror.
Yeah, I reckon. My main quest.
Surely there's something in this whole joy business that this choir preaches. You have worked hard your whole life, training, attending to the sick and poor, and the last 9 months have been grueling. Your faith has been tested. A little indulgence never hurt anyone, surely. A little drink now, would that be so bad?
Oh.
Leanne, you still have full agency and full control of Mira,
Yeah.
but she does crave a little drink. You don't have to do anything. You're still in control. What would you like to do as you step out of Father Scholl's office? That's right. I'm taking my revenge out on my wife.
Thanks. Isn't that just the way?
Honestly, this is why I said this was all prepared before Alan's game. It's about to get weird. Okay, what would you like to do as you step out of here? So you came from the south, that little tip of the light that you can see.
Oh, no.
Leanne,
About Sister Bar? Just
it's downstairs. It's downstairs. You've seen a couple of them. There was one in the basement where the restaurant is, and there's a couple on the ground floor as well. There isn't one on this floor that you've seen anyway. As you get to about there, actually, you would see Ramsey. Ramsey's down here admiring the artwork.
Can I see Vlad go into his?
all right, Ramsey. I've got somewhere to be. Got a place to be. Remember. Just busy at the minute, Ramsey.
I'm going to say on the hush hush, stay frosty. I'm worried about Vlad. He's got
Yeah.
me.
What were you saying, James?
I said, stay frosty. I'm looking out for. I'm missing Vlad. I'm worried about him.
That's 'cause he's jelly now. You'll never see him again.
I'm going to turn this whole fucking cathedral into jelly, man. It's cool.
Derekles will consume him.
Well, without hesitation.
Yeah.
If only I could share this jelly with Vlad.
I can't help.
You are though.
Every time I have a little bit of this jelly, I can't help but thinking of Vlad for some strange reason. I don't know why. It reminds me of him so much.
Are we connected with earpieces?
You are. You all have. The only thing you don't have, Ramsey, is you lost your Dead Space earpiece.
Yeah.
You do still have a normal combi. The Dead Space is like a fancier version of it that can do other shit, but you do still have a standard combi.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll head downstairs and I'll be shaking a little bit.
All right.
Like chewing on my fingers. Chewing my core.
Yeah.
Trying to find the
I scrutinise her.
Sure.
Oh, does she look like she's off for a drink?
She looks distracted. She looks stressed. You're not sure why, but yeah, she definitely looked a bit distracted and stressed. So I'm just going to put you where you can see yourself, Hera. There you go.
Oh, look in the alcohol trance. The alcohol.
You look like me walking around the baths circa 2001.
Pardon me.
Okay, so you and Ishmael had a good wander around at the beginning of your arrival here, and you know where a couple of bars are. They're right to the south in the holovid rooms on this floor. You would have probably seen one downstairs in the basement, but this one is closer if that's where you're heading.
This is a bad idea. No. No. Slap my own hand. No, Mira.
Like I say, you do have full control. You don't have to get a drink.
Want to.
Mm.
You do.
Oh,
Go
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm
Treat
off to
yourself.
find the
It's
bar.
what the Emperor would want you to do.
The Emperor wants it.
okay. So if you
Yeah.
head.
Nicole says hello.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello.
The Emperor protects.
James
But
holds out on you.
only when you have a drink.
James always holds out.
Exactly.
If
Yeah, that's it.
He whispered it to me.
if you head, you can actually see the map for some reason, even though you shouldn't be able to. I must have Explorer mode on. Yeah, you can see the bars in the bottom corners. These two little
All
bars.
right, yeah. Yeah. Two of me.
Oh yeah, don't worry about the other one. That's just from last session. There's also a Derekles there, but he shouldn't be. But who gives a shit?
Okay.
You see Ishmael's in here as well, fiddling with this hollow set.
Be right back.
Well, good. Like, meant to be staying together, kind of. But I'm heading to the bar.
Yep. Ishmael, would you like to make an awareness test? Because you are jacked in, you are concentrating on what you're doing with this thing.
Yeah. Come on, roll 20. Oh, it's actually worked. Awareness.
Yeah, you do notice out the corner of one of your many eyes that Mira's reappeared. You know she went off for a meeting with Father Shoal. At least she seems okay. She heads straight over to the bar.
Is this before or after I've conned everyone about the hollow?
This is kind of during your investigation, or is it? Let me just check.
Last week after I finished checking it out, I conned everyone to tell them not to use it. I found.
Yeah, this is pretty much at the end of you doing your investigation. So this is probably about the same time that you comm everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, Mira, you hear Ishmael issue this warning over the comm, saying, don't use these hollow sets. There's something iffy about them.
All right. Mm.
And you approach the bar, and the man who is polishing a very clean glass with a very clean rag says, "Yes, my lady. Could I get you something?"
Ooh. Yes, please. Yes.
We have a wide selection of imported amasec, a little cattle in Malmsey, or a few ales from around this sector. The Hive Tarsus thrift brew is particularly favoured.
That sounds interesting. I'll try one of these.
Okay. He pours you a very large mug of ale and hands it to you. And he begins to tell you a little bit about this. Thrift ale began as something in Hive Tarsus made by poor people, and as is often the case, it became popular and cool for people in the upper hive who went slumming it, and eventually it began to be mass-produced by a large corporation, and now it's sold for excessive amounts of money in the upper hive of both Hive Tarsus and also Hive Sibyllus, where you are now. And he hands you this large mug of ale.
Thank you.
You're most welcome, my lady. I have not seen you here before. Is this your first time within the Alabaster Court?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Wonderful
Very,
place, isn't it?
very
Light and airy. Not like those stuffy temples further in the hive.
Right, it's very fancy. Very, very lovely. Anyway, shut up your mouth.
He looks a little taken aback. My apologies, my lady. And he goes back to cleaning his glass.
Needs must.
Are you drinking the ale? I'd like to make a carouse test, which is a toughness test.
Oh, blimey.
Unless you have carouse.
Yeah.
Have a look on your character sheet. It'll be on the left-hand side in skills towards the top. Do you have carouse?
Do I?
You don't. So it's a toughness test at plus 30. Plus 30 for your first drink.
Shit. Maybe I should roll.
Okay.
Got unusually pissed.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's fine.
It's pretty strong.
It's not a problem.
It's a party, is it not? I'm not sure. But it is now.
You are fatigued, and you are at -10 to all tests from now on.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do at this moment in time?
I'll just meander on over to Ishmael. Hello.
Ishmael, you are aware. You've clocked Miri. You've got one eye on her. You've seen her drink. You've seen her come stumbling over a little bit wobbly.
There you are.
And Ishmael, you've realised there's something amiss about these hollow sets, these theta waves, and you get the impression that whatever is going on here seems to be designed to manipulate certain aspects of the human brain. And although you aren't actively watching a holo vid at the moment or anything like that, you have been here for quite some time, 10, 15 minutes as you do this. And as you're in this area, basically talking to the systems here, you very briefly feel something amiss. Almost as if the enhanced cogitator within your mind becomes distracted for a moment. It's brief, but there's a definite skip in the transferal of information gathered by your senses as it passes through your short-term biological memory and into the enhanced long-term storage that you have within this internal cogitator.
Would I be able to diagnose that?
Sure.
See what it is. Yep.
Yeah. Make a tech use test at plus. It's your internal system, so plus 20.
Tech use 20.
Nice. You divert a little of your internal cogitator's power into investigating this, and you find a brief fragment of data, a memory, for want of a better word, that seems out of place. It doesn't seem to have any audio, visual, or olfactory input associated with it. No sensory input at all. A memory that seems to have been created without any external stimuli at all. Make another tech use test at -10.
Yeah, just a pass. What was it?
It's a fail. It's roll 20 being weird again.
Yeah, just a fail.
Okay. All right. What would you like to do, Ishmael?
Am I aware that we're being manipulated with our memories?
Derekles is the only one that's realised anything like that might be occurring at the minute, and he's not said anything to anyone.
Okay.
Thanks for the reminder. I'm just too busy getting excited, like, oh, I could tell them, but this feels so good.
So I've just. This is just after I've calmed everyone about the the thing. I'm not sure what we're going to plan to do next. Not without gaming it. I'm going to everyone, ask if anyone else has found anything else out in their travels.
Okay. So everyone hears this. Everyone hears this apart from Vlad.
I've made a lot of discoveries, by the way, since since last time.
You've not heard it.
I know I haven't heard it. I haven't heard
You're dead.
Tell us. Oh wait, you can't. You're on the menu as jelly. I'm going to be quaffing you down later.
I don't want
When I asked you to get me some Farcosia, it's not quite what I had in mind.
I went all the way just for you.
That is above and beyond. Friendship goals, man. Friendship goals.
I never do anything for you, Johnny.
I won't. Never again.
So is anyone responding to Ishmael's question? Has anyone learnt anything yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of. I hear this and stuff as well. Is this machine's massaging me? Isn't it?
Yep.
Like I'm just gonna look over to Maylene and see if she's like in the zone and whether she'd pay attention to me whispering back into my comm.
Her eyes are closed. She's smiling ever slightly. She looks like she's having a good time.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper turn my head to the other side and then just whisper into my comm and just be like, yes, I think this is a hotbed of mind control. Be on your guard. Everything and anything.
Actually,
don't look at the screens.
Sorry.
Don't look at the screens. Don't drink the drinks. Don't do anything.
I called in to say mind control to start, didn't I?
Yeah, I just remembered that. When I said Derekles is the only one that knows, Ramsey did know, and he did tell you all as well, yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay, yeah.
That's why Ishmael went to investigate in the first place.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
At the minute, though, we're just thinking it's a holodeck. We don't know that it's all over the place.
I'm gonna comms Vlad. I'm gonna comms Vlad if I can. I'm gonna try and comms Vlad. I'm like, Vlad, come in. Do you happen to get any of that jelly? Hello, Vlad. Come in, Vlad.
First thing, Vlad did actually say to you earlier that he had something for you. Secondly, when you comms Vlad, there's nothing. There's just a faint hiss of static. And the rest of you are all in this same group. Oh, no. Sorry, you said you were just coming Vlad. So, yeah. You would notice Vlad hasn't responded to the group, but then neither did a few others. And Derekles, there's no response from Vlad at all.
Okay, I'm going to come to the rest of the group. Like, has anybody seen Vlad? Oh, that feels so good. Vlad.
I'm going to radio the group and say that Vlad's just gone in for his true meeting. How long has he been in there, Dave?
Maybe 10 or 15 minutes at this point.
He's been in there 10 or 15 minutes, but I've not heard from him.
Everyone, I'm going to ask
how long
a comms check. See if anyone who I want to respond to a comms check.
Respond.
Everyone respond, please.
Hello? Ishmael.
Mira's stood right behind Ishmael going, hello?
I'm going to mumble.
It's going to tap him.
Mira's coming over really clear. It's right behind me. Have we all responded?
Yes, I responded.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But no Vlad.
No Vlad.
No Vlad.
I'm going to radio. I'm worried about Vlad. I'm going to investigate the room.
All right.
I'm going to radio back and ask him where he is.
I'll radio my location in relation to the bars.
Okay, so you're upstairs. You're on the floor above. You're on the first floor, Ramsey.
Okay.
All right.
I'll back them up as well.
So you're all heading up to the first floor, are you?
I'm just going to finish this massage first.
You're already there, actually, Derekles. You're already on the first floor.
Priorities, team. Priorities.
It's in the
So,
top.
are you heading up, Ishmael?
Am I on the floor below?
Yeah, you're on
Right.
the ground floor. They're on the first floor.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to slowly head up and taking Mira with me. Obviously, if she's not fully.
She did actually say just before she just nipped off to the toilet that she was going to go up with you.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I will head up with Mira then.
All right.
Walk really slowly. I'm not trying to rush.
Okay. Make it look nonchalant.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Talking nonsense with Mira.
All right. As you're walking up, heading up the stairs, nobody stops you. It doesn't seem like anyone's trying to prevent you going anywhere. Derekles.
Yes.
This is pleasurable. The servitor works the scarred flesh of your back and shoulders. Its 4 human hands kneading and pushing with great skill and dexterity. It seems to know exactly where all the knots of tension and trapped nerves are, and you begin to relax. And as you hear this conversation from Ishmael and the others, you begin to drift. Sleep beckons you. You are so relaxed. Make a willpower test.
Might be time for a nap. A little nap. I'm going to use a fate point to re-roll that.
Yep.
So I am on a date, so I don't really want to be falling asleep.
Nice. It's around 10:15. The servitor continues its work, and you fight back the urge to fall asleep. Maylene Trun lies on a second bed to your side, with another servitor kneading her flesh. Her eyes are closed in blissful peace as the servitor works on her. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I'd like to talk to her. Try and talk to her. Like, Maylene, wasn't this just the best idea? Almost purr it across to her.
She says, yeah, it's incredible, Derekles. I've never felt anything like it.
If only I had 4 hands. Then I'm just going to laugh.
Make a charm test.
Never have I envied a servitor more. Charm, I got the charm. It's like the charm. It's like the charmless one.
Just
Yeah, it's totally charmless.
Maylene blushes. She's turned her head and looked to you, and she blushes and quickly turns her head away, facing the opposite direction. She doesn't say anything.
Yeah, she's thinking about it though. Oh yeah.
She wants you to illuminate her, Derekles.
Oh, I will. My candle burns bright. I can
At
tell
both ends. Wait, no, that's completely the wrong analogy. Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's later.
Are you continuing with your massage, Derekles?
Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing. Obviously, everything seems to be quite calm at the moment, so I'm gonna just continue to
Ramsey.
have this massage.
Yeah.
The artwork in the corridor that you've been pretending to study is varied, and most of it is of a considerable level of skill. Paintings of religious figures, nobles glowing with halos of purity and light. There's more than one image of Saint Drusus, patron saint of the sector, and highly stylistic works depicting the god emperor of mankind, sending humanity out into the stars, queues of millions of people waiting before a vast golden gate. Pretty standard fare for a temple of such grand scale. And you've been stood here about 10 or 15 minutes since you saw Vlad enter the room, and you hear a door open. The door opposite the one that Vladimir entered, and Lady Anastas Redstream emerges with a counsellor. They exchange a few words. Lady Redstream has her back to you. The counsellor does not. Make a perception check. It can either be hearing or lip reading, because I know you've got a few fancy things. In fact, make two. Make one for hearing and one for lip reading.
Okay. So I presume lip readings plus 10.
Yes.
Right. So normal.
Okay.
Right. Let's re-roll that. No. 1 sec. Don't get it back. And then one for lip reading. Oh gosh.
99 and a 98. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Me. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, that one's good.
Okay.
And 1 sec. No, I don't get that back either.
All right. You don't hear what Lady Redstream says because she's got her back to you, but you do read the lips of the counsellor. And he speaks quite low to her. The first thing he says is, "Thank you, Lady Redstream. I'm sure with your new program, you'll find yourself becoming true before you know it." Lady Redstream says something back, but you don't pick up on this. And then the counsellor says, "Yes, well, unfortunately, my lady, you have neglected to follow any particular program up until now. Massages and cocktails are not the only elements to becoming true." At around this time, this is just as you've said, you're going to see if you can find Vlad. These people have come out. Lady Cleves comes round the corner. And she says, "There you are. I thought perhaps you'd gone off to inspect the kitchens on behalf of the Culinary Quality Committee, but here I find you, lurking around by yourself."
Well, I was keeping track on my lord lady.
Your lord lady?
Yeah.
Is that the upper nobility version of a ladyboy?
What's Vlad's name in that he's going by?
Sorry? Oh, Lord Rains.
My fake name.
That's it. Just shit with names. Yes, I was just keeping track of my Lord Rains, my lady. He's just been in his true meeting. It looks like his partner's come out, but I've yet to see my lord. He's not responding to my radio transmission either. So I'm gonna go check on him right now. Getting a bit worried, actually.
All right.
They're definitely not turning me into jelly.
Lady Cleves says to you, "Ah, yes, Lord Rains. I couldn't help notice that your lord was here, and also his wife, although... And I'm not one for gossip, Mr. Wallace. And you know, she's called you Sergeant Wallace in the past, but she calls you Mr. Wallace right now. I'm not one for gossip, but I did notice that your lord arrived separately from his wife. I saw Lady Redstream arrive with a member of the Mechanicus." At this point... sorry?
A member of our household, my lady.
Okay. At this point, Ramsey... Mira and Ishmael you arrive on the map, way down the bottom here. What would you two like to be doing?
Whereabouts is Ramsey?
You could probably see Ramsey from here. He's quite distinct, being that he's only about 3'6". Right up to the north.
Yeah, we'll head that way then.
Okay.
I'm just stumbling around going, ooh.
Leanne, you're supposed
I caught in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've mentioned this to you before. You're supposed to be role-playing. And by that I mean playing someone other than yourself. But you're just doing a really good job of being yourself right now. So yeah, if you want to move yourself up with Ishmael, you can.
Yeah.
I'm going to mumble 3'10", like to some kind of
to some disembodied voice.
universal. Disembodied voice.
Wished.
The thing is, we haven't yet seen Ramsey naked, so one day I'm going to roll that. We're going to have that D12 roll, and his height isn't going to matter, is it?
We're going to see Ramsey naked. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's been a common theme. It hasn't happened in this game, but whenever someone appears naked, we roll a D12 for penis size.
Can we shave him? All over.
I tried to shave James. I tried to shave James in Alan's game as well, but he wouldn't let me.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't be shaving my spits, Rasta, man.
Mira and Ishmael come into the room, and
Psi
Lady
level
Cleves.
4, actually. I'm a space Rasta master.
Rasta master. As Mira and Ishmael enter, Lady Cleves has just said this about seeing Lady Cleves, Lady Rains and Lord Rains arriving separately, and she turns and sees you both enter and says, "Oh, speak of the demonette. Ramsey, make an intelligence test."
How rude.
No.
Right. Okay. All right. So you've all arrived in this sort of area. Around this time, Mr. Pincher?
Yeah. Hello.
You appear.
Have I arrived?
You have arrived. You are down here at the bottom of the map.
Can I see anybody? Victim?
No, you don't see anybody from where you are unless you see someone on the map. You can move and do whatever you want.
Which way is everybody? How do I have to tipple my way around? Hello, man. Anybody here?
Okay, so Dick keeps wandering through this corridor. It's quite a featureless corridor, this place, but you do see a head light, and you can hear this soft music playing. And as you get closer, you would start to see Mira, Ishmael, Ramsey, and Lady Cleves is there as well. The four of you and Lady Cleves are in this space. Would anyone like to do or say anything?
Hello, people. Fancy seeing you here. So where is
Hello,
he?
Dick.
Ah,
Forgotten Vlad's name again.
what you been having, sister?
Ah, yes. Just been at the bar. You know how it is. Party.
Oh, enjoy it, dude. Let's get this out of the way. Once we find our man, where was he last seen? Where was he last seen?
I'm going to point at the door and say, our Lord went in there 15
Lord
minutes ago.
knows.
There's been no no response from him.
Okay. About this time, the door that Ramsey indicates opens, and the councillor steps out. And you see him,
I'm going to bum rush in.
hang on a sec. You see him glance momentarily at Lady Redstream and the other councillor, and he begins to talk to Lady Redstream. I'm just going to have a quick piss.
What did he say? Can't leave it there.
Quick piss.
Can't leave it there. So what's the plan then? Just kill everyone?
I want to talk to the councillor first. I want to drag him back into this room.
Anyway, to be sure.
I think so. I think they're all in on it.
Yeah, probably.
Derek's not here, so I'm kind of thinking he might be in on it as well.
He is.
Anything for the jelly.
Anything. It's just too good to resist.
Be doing more on my spoon. I don't know if you can see that. I've been making a fancy end on it.
Oh, lovely. That's nice. Nice.
Spoon.
All right.
Figuring out how to carve around, trying to carve around it at the end. It's keeping me awake. Chiseling away at it.
That's maybe the way to do it, Hayden. Find something random to focus on, yeah.
Are you going to make
Johnny's got me this.
Gonna make a flask or something?
Ooh, well played, Johnny.
Yeah. I've basically, I want to try and get him to Necromunda.
Cool.
Go.
Ooh, Johnny puts out the core.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Reel him in.
Yeah, he didn't have a gang. I don't like gang already, though, Johnny. Have a gang.
Oh, but it'd be too much hassle. Here, have some models. There you go.
Okay, so
It's free.
I have my trick. It's free. It won't cost you a thing at first. No.
that's how dealers get crack shifted, isn't it? They're like, hey, buddy, you want to try a little piece of this little rock? You just put it in your pipe and smoke it, man. It's free. You don't have to pay me a dime. Then 3 weeks later, you're like, please, just another it, mate. Oh, no, $50. Yeah, I know the fucking game.
Look, GW trained me well. Okay, they trained me really well. I've got the skills, man. I've got the skills. They're still there. It's like the indoctrination never leaves you.
Speaking of indoctrination, Pincher, Mira, Ramsey, Ishmael, I'd like you all to, please, before we do anything else, I'd like you all to make a perception check. Anything like lip reading, advanced hearing, anything like that would apply. Mira, you're at -10.
Watch out, cat. Jesus Christ. Let me...
Yeah, go Mira. Go drunk Mira. Ramsey, as you turn towards this door to go and look for Vlad, you catch sight of what the councillor says. You read his lips. Mira, despite being shit-faced and leaning on this column, you hear it quite clearly. And you hear this exchange with Lady Redstream. Lady Redstream says, "Oh, I'm looking for my my escort for the night, Lord Rains." And the councillor that's just emerged from the door that Ramsey, is where Vlad went, says, "I'm terribly sorry, Lady Redstream. Lord Rains was called away on urgent business matters."
Business in a pit.
Both Ramsey and Mira are aware of that.
He's got business with a box of vanilla ice cream.
Nice.
I'm going to discreetly say to the group that that councillor was who Vlad went in, our Lord went in with, and he's just mentioned that the Lord was called away on business. He definitely hasn't left the room since I've been watching the door all this time.
Okay.
I think it's time to investigate
Can
that
I
room.
go to the councillor?
I think it's time to confront him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
it's time to get in there.
It's time to get your spoons ready. Hayden's ready. Hayden's seen this coming.
I'm
It's like
gonna go to
precognitive whistling.
Should we walk up and confront the
and
councillor?
I think we should band round the back of the councillor. I think we should just band round the back of both of them and say, "You're lying," and manhandle them into the room and get them to talk. Let's interrogate them.
Interrogate the shit out of them.
In there.
That's a great idea. But I'm
I
getting
think we should
myself.
wait until we're back in the Inquisition to interrogate them.
Yeah, just take your time.
No.
Okay. Yeah, leave him. He'll be fine.
I say
But
good.
our first priority is to try and find Vlad, isn't it? I've got Thing looking at the priesty dude.
He's
What's
still
his
following
face?
Father Shoal, yeah.
Father Shoal. Do you want to confront this council and I can get Thing to find out where, and we'll get Shoal tell us where Vlad is.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him. Go.
You're going to have to be careful not to draw in an armed intervention.
I was thinking about it. If I was going to get Thing to go up and grab hold of his balls really tightly, and then one of us go up and ask him really nicely where's Vlad?
I was wondering the other day how long it'd be before ball cupping started in this game, because it usually happens in most of my games, and here we go. So, okay,
You're welcome.
Is that so?
yeah, it does. It does. One of the characters in my D&D campaign, not the one you're in, the other one, his nickname is Ball Cupper. Because every time they've captured someone, he has just cupped their balls. He's a gnome, so he just stands under their legs and holds their balls while people interrogate him. Anyway, so Dick,
It's not a nickname that you want, though.
no, it's not. He's really angry about it.
That's quite
Hello,
insidious.
councillor.
One of little gnome called
It's a little, yeah.
We've been waiting patiently
One of
for our
them's.
friend Vlad.
Oh, sorry.
I'll say we've been waiting patiently for our friend Lord Rains. Is it Lord Rains?
Yeah.
That's right.
Lad.
So
I'm afraid Lord Rains had to leave on urgent business matters.
So where did he leave from?
Via the front door, I assume.
Well, what did he come out of this room you're stood next to?
Well, yes, of course.
From the door you're stood in front?
Well, yes, of course. Is there a problem?
Well, no, it didn't. Yes, I do have a problem. Because he didn't come out there because we've been waiting for him the whole entire bloody time, you liar.
Well,
Sorry.
make a scrutiny check. Make a
So,
scrutiny check, Dick.
A patch of wetness appearing on his robe. Rumbled.
I don't.
Okay, so this guy is obviously lying, but he's very, very good at it. You only know he's lying because Ramsey said he watched the door. At this point, while Dick's confronting this guy, is anyone else doing anything?
Is it worth me getting hold of the
I'm
priest?
going to walk in the door, Dave.
Okay, so you're heading towards the door.
Walking while I'm talking.
Ramsey, he stands between you and the door. He says, I'm sorry, this is a private area. It is off limits. The second counsellor steps towards you, Ramsey, puts a hand on your shoulder, and you begin to see his hand go to his ear.
I'm going to grab hold of that hand.
I'm going to... Whoa, yeah. Fuck it. I'm just going to...
Mira, where do you want to be?
Balls in front of me.
Where do you want to be while this is happening?
When he says this is a private area, I'm just going to go, haha. That's what she said.
I'm gonna pull my pistol, Dave. I'm gonna put my hand inside the.
Okay, you've got quick draw, haven't you?
I have here.
All right. I would like at this point, everyone to roll initiative, please. No, ignore
Everyone.
what I say. Yeah. I mean, you're not there, Derek, but still.
D10 in it plus.
D10 plus your agility bonus.
Oh, 4. Amazing.
I'm going to use a
14.
fate point, Dave.
Okay.
10, please.
Where's initiative? Sorry.
Just roll a D10 and add your initiative bonus. Add your agility bonus. Sorry.
I'll get it back.
Oh.
I get 8 and my agility bonus.
Derek's on an 8.
Agility.
Yeah. So whatever your agility is, it's just the tens number from your agility. Dick Pincher rolls a 9. What's your agility bonus,
14
Dick?
until
14. That's some fucking
5.
high ass agility. Ramsey.
I think I've used fate points, so that's 10, isn't it? So
Yep,
14.
sure. Yep. Mirror on a 6. Who have we got left? Ishmael. Ishmael, you've got. What did you get in total, Ishmael? 4.
4. Oh, I'm last again.
That's a good roll.
Why have I got 2 of everyone again? Keeps doing this to me.
Saving my good rolls when we rescue you.
Red stream. Is a 7. Lady Cleaves is. What is Lady Cleaves? Okay, so that's everyone. So, just to set the scene, Ramsey has approached the door. The counsellor has his hand on his shoulder. Ishmael is approaching. Vladimir.
Hello.
He's dead. What?
Not dead yet.
Already
Mostly-
jelly.
Mostly dead.
We're just going to collect you.
You might-
In a jar.
Don't snort me. I don't want to be snorted.
Pain rushes through your body. Your back took a good deal of the impact. The chair lessened the blow somewhat, and you fight to remain conscious. Make a toughness test, please.
Oh dear.
Don't say that. Why would you say that?
You're
No,
not very tough.
There's no good reason to say that. It's a fail.
The world fades to black, and consciousness leaves you.
Ice cream pours in from the walls. Spoons are made ready.
He's gone.
Not battle spoons.
Gunnis
Feast
4,
begins.
where it all began. Amid the vats of chemicals and the worn faces of those who worked amongst them, where once they looked at you with respect and perhaps even jealousy, those faceless masses who toiled to bring your family greater wealth, they coveted your position, of that you are sure. although none of them would ever dare to say so out loud, nor dare inflict violence or pain upon you. You always sensed their hostility, and you suppose it is to be expected of those who someone must address as master. But that day on Gunnis 4, when it all began, they forgot their fear, their awe, and their respect. Booted feet and balled fist, any object within arm's reach that wasn't bolted down, they armed themselves and brought righteous violence down upon you that day when it all began. On Gunnis 4, your home. Witch! They screamed as a boot stamped out at your knee. Freak! They yelled as the swirl of nausea overtook you from a blow to the temple, and blow after blow rained down upon you. Then something struck your chest, lancing pain. You felt the flow of hot liquid down your torso. Breathing became harder and you gasped for air. Heretic! One snarled in your face before raising a heavy improvised weapon aloft to make the killing blow. That seemed a bit much.
I'm not that bad.
Your sudden ability to heal yourself was as surprising to you as much as anyone else, and it was definitely a bit freaky. And if what was happening to you was what you believed it to be, then witch, yeah, fair enough. But heretic, you never.
Sorry.
That's enough, said a voice through a mechanical grill, as the high-pitched whine of something powered up nearby. The Emperor has use for his kind. But officer, he's touched by evil, said the man with the pipe. That one's soul is worth many more times than yours. Lower the pipe and step away, or I will show you exactly how much more valuable his life is. The clang of metal on metal as the pipe was dropped, shuffling feet, the crowd part and back away. Your head lifts, and you briefly glimpse a black visored helmet inches from your own face. He's alive. You hear the clunk of a shotgun. Looks in a bad way, sir. Probably kind to... No. I have a feeling this one will survive. You sure, sir? Looks like a punctured lung to me. Are you sure about that, Sergeant? I never took you for a Medicaid. You feel the flesh across your chest begin to tighten and pull. Something inside you shifts. Your breathing becomes easier. Shit! You see that, sir? The wound just closed up. Yes. A relatively uncommon ability, and one that rarely manifests without training. Bind him, get a collar on him, take him to the shuttle. It's been a long time since those days. You were much younger then, and the journey to Terra took a number of years and was difficult. The man in black, the man who saved you, went on to inflict so much more pain on you, testing your abilities day after day during your time on the black ship. I know you can do more, Mr. Stenheiser. Why won't you show me? You screamed in agony, hanging from a rack with blades and hooks hanging from your abdomen. I have to be certain. I need you to show me. He pushed a thin sliver of metal into the space between your jaw and your ear, and white-hot pain screamed into your nervous system. Such agony that you could not even cry out. Show me! He commanded. This man was a constant visitor on your journey to Terra, but you never saw him again after your sanctioning. And now you think about it, you never saw his face. He wore a black mask. You've had this dream before, and you remember how it ends, but this time... You have endured much. Comes a gravelly, deep voice, like sand shifting in a container. As did I. It seems we have much in common. the world is black, save for a single point of white light, a dot in the darkness. Those endless days. The cell of the black ship where they made you who you are. Strong, powerful, too strong to be held by a cage as simple as this. The single point of light grows and spreads, and you try to screw your eyes shut to block it, but it's blinding, and you realise you are not seeing this with your physical senses. And now the world is white, and from out of the blinding brilliance steps a figure. The world resolves around him as he walks towards you with slow, purposeful strides, and he's tall, very tall, over 8 feet, dressed in bulky, whirring armour of gold with blue trim. No, of blue with gold trim. He wields in one hand a staff that radiates with power. His other hand pulses and glows with witch fire. His face is obscured by a voluminous, shadowy hood, and you know you have seen this figure before in your dreams, and in the mind of the mourner, when you saw the dagger of Silas Malor formed aeons ago by this very figure. But his armour was different then. It was red the last time you saw him, standing on a fragmented chunk of rock drifting through the void. But the voice like shifting sand, is the same. Long have I waited. Long have I watched. Who do they think they are to do this to you, Vladimir? If you'd like to look at Roll20, there is a picture of this gentleman. Wait. Where's it gone? Where's it gone?
No.
Oh, no. I can't have this. I've lost a picture.
What the picture?
World fades to black.
I see only black.
Everybody dies.
Lock me in the cupboard and feed me pins.
It's the chalkboard of your soul. The music goes really well with the black. It's good.
Yeah, none of you will be able to see anything right now. But this is what Vlad sees.
Dear, that's not good. I don't think.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he 1,000 son? Red arm,
Well-
just and then blue arm.
I think the distinction at the minute is irrelevant. I don't know. He's very, very close to it. Whatever.
What are you doing?
Yeah, at this point, you know, it's jelly or zench at this point. You know, you make your choice.
He stands.
I don't want to be jelly.
He stands and looks
There's only
at
one
you, Vlad,
path.
looming over you in this world of pure white. What would you like to do or say?
I have no idea what to do or say at this point. So, where is this place?
This place is where you have always been, Vladimir. This is within you.
Okay. So, I've fallen hard. I'm gonna try and telepathy to Ramsey, I think.
Okay, so you're at -3 to your psi rating.
You can't manifest it, can you?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I didn't completely neuter him. I gave him the chance.
I'll so I'll give that a try. I need 11.
Really?
Okay. Who are you contacting?
Ramsey.
Okay, go for it.
Ramsey, Can you hear me?
Ramsey, you hear the voice of Vlad drift into your mind, but it's echoey and it sounds distant and it repeats and loops. It's a little confusing, but you can just make out what he says.
I'm gonna think. I can hear you, Vlad. Where are you?
Is it a two-way thing, or is it a one-way thing?
It's a one-way thing.
Is it?
I say,
Oh, in that case, I'm
You
saying.
don't know that though, Ramsey. So yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna say, the heretics. They've made their move. They're trying to turn me to jelly. God, I don't want to be jelly. Don't let Derek eat me. Whatever you do. No. I fell through a hole, and I'm close to death. And where I am now,
It's a jelly mold. It's a jelly mold.
I'm going to say, Theodosi's coming soon. We want to capture him, but I don't know. I'm in the bad place. Help me! I'm
gonna say, Vlad, I hear his voice. He's fallen down the hole.
Okay, we'll deal with what you guys are doing in a moment when I've finished with Vlad. When I've finished with Vlad.
I'm going to speak to this strange creation and say, what do you want? Where am I?
Well, he's told you where you are. You're in your mind.
Yeah, what do you want?
He says, I wish to offer you something. I am your salvation, Vladimir Stenheiser. This crude cage they have you in, it cannot hold you, Vladimir. They caged you once for your own good. What do they know, those blunt fools?
Prison.
You can escape this prison. Just show me what you can do. The words echo in your memory. The man in black. The man who came to your cell every day aboard the black ship. He demanded the same from you. In order to save yourself from becoming a sacrifice, you had to show him your power. For a moment, in your mind's eye, you glimpse a girl strapped to a chair, bound, terrified. You remember her, what they made you do. But then she's gone, fading into the shadows. The giant steps towards you, and he holds out a hand that crackles with power. Or do you need some help, Vladimir? The bulky, power-armored hand is immense.
Don't want your help, mate. I'm all right.
Even if it were not encased in ceramite, it would be more than twice the size of your own. Take it, Vladimir. Take what you need.
I don't want anything to do with this fucker, I think.
You do.
It's his hand.
I'm going to. I don't know where. I'd like to draw the telescopic pole. I think this is just what I need, a 10-foot pole.
Okay.
I want to push him away with the pole. Be away with you!
You feel in your hands as you instinctively reach to this
You're
pole.
not here. You're not real.
And you extend it in your hands. You know it's there, but you don't see it. You get the impression that whatever's happening here is entirely in your mind.
Shit.
Been there.
The acid mirror.
Stay off the acid. I'm going to say to him, I want no part of this. Away with you.
He withdraws the hand. Coward. So much potential, but you were afraid to use what is given freely. Sit in your cell. Sit and rot. Let that be your fate. You awaken to darkness and pain. You feel the pole in your hand, the fragments of the shattered chair beneath your body. The visor in your mask whines as it kicks in and resolves the image of the room. And you see the chamber you are in, and you see the wards inscribed into the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Pentagrammic and hexagrammic, similar to those you have learned to use yourself. But these are designed to keep something in rather than out. To keep you in, Vlad. What would you like to do?
So what can I see around me? So am I still blind and deaf, you say, or
You can see this.
so I can see
No,
that.
you're deafened still, but you can see your visor's kicked in now. Your photo flash visor's reacted. There's a visor built into your helm, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
So you can see what is on the map to you currently. And there is a door, but there's no handle, there's no lock, there's no light shining through it.
There's nothing in the ceiling?
It's
Can I see what-
inscribed in hexagrammatic wards and pentagrammatic wards, but there's nothing.
Mm.
I'd like to cast a call item, please.
Go for it.
Okay, that's a success.
The refractor field appears in your hand.
Okay, I'll just put it on my belt for now, but I won't turn it on. I'll go up to this doorway. Have a closer look.
Okay. Make a perception check, please. The beauty of photo visors and other such items that grant dark sight is that they amplify light. If there is a light source, it becomes blinding. You don't see any light in the cracks of this door. You can see where the door meets the wall, where it's set into the frame, but there is not a single gap, not even a millimeter of light shines through it.
Okay. Sounds like sometimes some jelly. That's what I need. Okay, I'm going to telepathy into Ramsey again, I think.
Yep.
So I'll telepathy into Brownie. I'll say, or Ramsey rather. I'll say I'm in some kind of cell. I can't see any way back out the way I came in. I'm going to. They've made the move, but try and keep Derek on the leash. He's chafing for bloodshed. We need to wait till Theodosia comes. Don't let the savages run rampant. He's crying out for bloodshed. Don't let him. We need to wait.
It comes to Derekles and he's got like he's just going. As all his hands massage, like his 4 hands go to one.
Just reaches out across to the other bed and takes Maylene's hand.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. I can't do that. There's not much I can do. So I'd like to have a good close look at the door, see if I can see any kind of way of opening it all.
Well, with that previous roll that you made, you can't see any handle, any lock. You can't even see hinges. You've no idea how this door opens.
Okay. I'll try and force it. I'll take out the monosword.
Okay. So you begin working at the seams of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me an agility test, please. Yeah, you find it's difficult to even get the mono sword, which is incredibly sharp along its edge. This door is a very tight fit. You're really struggling to get the sword into the gap. At that point, we're going to go back to the others.
Just taking his hand.
Don't let Derek off the leash. He's ready to kill them all.
We are in initiative. Dick, you're top of the round. You see Ramsey's confronted this guy by the door. The guy behind him has put his hand on his shoulder. What would you like to do, Dick? Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec before you do. What's your agility, Dick?
5.
No, you're oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's better than mine.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
53.
Yeah, carry on, Dick.
I would like to grab this counselor. Yeah, and manhandle him into the room.
Okay, make a grapple. So it's a strength check.
It's
just a fail. I've rolled a fucking 94. So yeah, you grab hold of him and you slam him sideways through the door. Yep.
I'm in the room with him.
Yep. I'm just trying to. There you go. Okay.
There we go.
That's your turn, Ramsey. You see Dick slam this guy through the door. The guy behind you has his hand on your shoulder still. His second hand, you realise, is reaching into his robes.
I am going to look behind me and shoot through my armpit at this dude's head.
Go for it. Is this a silence pistol?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, thought it was.
Got a silencer and a...
Yeah.
What do you call it on it? Sight. Right. I'll aim. Is there any range bonus, or am I too close?
You're at point blank, so it's plus 30. You're not technically in melee.
Hey.
So, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
and it's a fate bringer, isn't it? So I'm going to try and make a dodge for him, which he fails on a 51. Roll damage.
That's death.
D10 plus.
It'll be 3d10, won't it?
Oh yeah. What's the? Just plus 3. Hang on.
That's a good cackle, by the way.
I'm not even gonna waste my time working that damage out. You pistol under the arm, blow this guy's left arm clean off, and he looks shocked for a moment and just slumps back to the floor, dead.
That was an aim shot, Dave. That's a headshot.
Oh, that was an aimed shot with a plus 60.
It's always aimed, mate.
Oh, it is for you, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so you basically splat his head, and it splatters across the wall and the door behind him. Let's just put...
He had it coming to him.
Yeah, he probably did.
You could say your shot was true.
Are you true now, motherfucker? The other counsellor... let me just do something. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put him back there to mark that he's dead. It's Derekles, the Illuminator. Oh, God, Derek. there's like a knot right in the small of your back, just above your pelvis. Oh God, this fucking servitor, mate! You've got to get one of these. It's like each time it fiddles with it, it's like pleasure and pain at the same time, but the pleasure is overwhelming compared to the pain. Oh, this is fucking incredible. It's probably very, very wrong, but oh, it's so good. That's your turn. Lady Redstream begins to run. She shrieks as Ramsay splatters this guy's head across the wall, and she begins to run away.
Take it out, quick.
Ishmael, you could actually... in fact, Ramsay could take a reaction, but it wouldn't be... No.
Isn't Lady Redstream on that's really hardcore?
No, Lady Redstream's the one that Vlad's dating. The one who's like a bit of a psycho as well. The one that you think's hardcore is Lady Cleves, Wendy Cleves.
Oh, yeah.
So she's run away from Ramsay and Ishmael. You can make a melee attack of opportunity against both of you if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think we should stop her from running.
It doesn't have to be an all-out fucking swing of the proto-axe, Ishmael. It's you know, it could be a grapple or anything like that.
Can I just grab her with my... Just grab her, she runs past me?
Yeah. So as she steps out of this space, make a grapple.
Right, where is that?
It's a strength test.
Okay. Strength. It's just straight test, yeah.
Yeah, straight strength test. It's an opposed strength test. What the shit?
Shit is that?
Whoa.
Don't do that. Whatever you do.
I think I've won that, Dave.
You shouldn't do that.
I don't know what that means, but 14. She hasn't left your zone yet, but if she does, then that would be your roll.
Yeah, I'm grabbing her.
Yeah, but I'm just doing it as she. You do it as she leaves your zone, and she hasn't left you yet. So Ishmael, you do get her with that because that's a 14. I don't know what that fucking minus 1.3975 is, but you do get her. You grab hold of her arm, and she shrieks as you basically stop her moving. She's trying to struggle against you.
Can I put my other hand over her mouth? To stop her screaming?
Yeah, sure. So you wrap your other big metallic hand. You'd have to let go of your staff at this point.
That's a good point, isn't it? Should I just knock her out? Without, no, because I might kill her.
Well, I mean, that you wouldn't be able to knock her out. That was your that was your attack. You know, that was your attack to grapple her, basically.
I'll just have to drop my and try and stop her.
So you slap your. What are you doing? Sorry.
I'm gonna have to drop my my staff and try and silence her.
The staff clatters to the floor. You do have hold of her. You have another hand over her mouth. Mira, are you grappling her as well?
Well, I won't now that.
Okay.
No,
okay. What are you doing?
Shoot. Oh,
you're going to shoot her? Are you just executing everyone?
No. What's Lady Wendy Cleves going to do?
I don't know. It's not her turn yet.
Just get in the room and shut the door.
It's up to you. It's your turn.
I haven't really got anything to fight. Wadey?
You brought your sword, didn't you?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess.
I'm sure you brought your sword.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Draw my sword.
That's half an action.
Get in the room.
Go on then.
I don't know what to do.
I don't think you'd get all the way into the room. You could get to the door looking at it. You've got 3 squares of movement.
I grab Lady Wendy Cleaves. Say, in the room. Wendy Cleaves.
Is that what you're doing? All right.
No, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Kill everyone.
I draw my sword on her and I would say,
Go listen to that voice in your head.
ow.
To obey your thirst for combat.
The one that tells you to kill everyone. Don't listen to that voice.
What are you doing?
That's what. Just the situation. We need that to listen.
She's on our side, isn't she, Wendy Cleaves?
Well, she came here with Ramsey.
Yeah, I'll not pull my sword on her then. I'll
Don't kill her.
I'll say,
Kill everyone.
join us. Join us in the room. No, I don't know what to do.
Just make a fucking decision.
I'll just go in the room. I'll just go in the room. won't
Go in the
say-
room then.
Yeah. Right. Good. Yeah. Cause some sort of a scene. Dilemma.
Go in the room then.
Gone in the room.
You haven't gone in the room then. You've just moved 2 squares forward.
I've gone in the room. Here I am.
Okay.
Let's just pretend I was in the room.
You're in the room. God, that was hard work.
Oh, sorry.
Lady Cleaves steps in front of Anastas Redstream. You've met her a couple of times, especially you, Ramsey. You know, you spent some time with her on a balcony at Lady Barella's party. You all saw her around the party. And Ishmael and Ramsey visited her at her home. And the one thing that was constant about her, besides the augmetic arm, she changed her clothing a lot, but the one thing that was constant was this hand fan. And as she steps in front of Lady Redstream, she fans herself once more and then gives a little flourish and lashes out with the hand fan. And you see this razor-thin wire come darting out, glowing with energy. And it slaps Lady Redstream on the cheek.
Ooh.
Cut the cheek off.
Ishmael, Lady Redstream goes limp in your arms. Lady Cleaves just looks at Redstream as she goes limp and goes, "Oh, please, Anastas, don't make a scene, you fucking bitch." And then she gives you a little wink, Ishmael. I'm
going to wink back.
Okay. I'm just going to have a wee.
Good.
Right, we're going to need some sort of plan. I reckon if we can get one of the comm beads off the councillors, and if I get Thing to cup the balls of the priest, we'll get him to tell us where Vlad is.
Yeah, and after he tells us where Vlad is, if he confesses about the pit, if he does, let's drop him down.
I've told you I'm in the bad place. That's where I am.
Well, whatever's going to happen is going to end up dead. So, but we'll pretend we're not going to for a bit. We'll play the game.
I don't think Ramsey's told us where Vlad's gone yet. Anyway,
I've told him that he's fell down the hole.
Yeah, we know that he's not come out of that room. So we just need to. I think we need to try and get one of them comm beads, and I'll get Thing to do his thing.
It's the councillor's turn.
maybe we could.
He's going to try and break Dick's grapple. Dick, make a grapple test, please.
Go on, Dick. Give it to him, Dick.
Oh, Dick. No, I'm going to reroll that.
Okay.
I'm going to reroll that.
You know.
Submit.
Drunken master training.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Chan.
Do it. Yeah, he tries to fight against you, but your feral world strength. You keep hold of him. just like up in his face, grinning like Dick Pincher does all the time. And he's really, like, and he's trying to reach into his jacket, but you're holding his arms at bay. You've got him up against the wall.
Pincher, bum him,
Plumb him to death.
Told off about this sort of thing. I can't be game.
Ishmael.
Yeah.
It's your turn. You've got hold of Redstream. She's
I'm
limping
going
your arms.
I'm going to ask Ramsey to pick up my staff, and I'm going to walk her into the room.
Okay.
Is there actually any room in the room?
Yeah, there's still some room in the room.
Is
Well, I'm like stand here and at the door and like push her into the room.
Yep. Okay. She's in. She falls to the ground in a heap.
Yeah. Can I pick up my staff then?
That would be like half a move to there, and then half a move back, I suppose.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and then you pick up your staff as an action, I suppose. You're not really doing anything to her. She's limp. Okay. Top of the round. It's Mr. Pincher.
Mr. Pincher is going to nut the counsellor while it's in my arms, and then say, "Tell me where this fucking hole is in your room."
Okay. You don't know there's a hole in the room.
Well, I thought Ramsey said
Vlad had fallen down the hole. And
I think I told
room.
Ramsey. I think I told the others.
Sorry. Okay. Make an all-out attack, please, Pincher.
Gonna set myself for this.
Be right back.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to re-roll that one again.
It'd be a plus 30 with an all-out attack.
Oh dear. That doesn't look good. No. Oh well.
Okay, so you try and nut him, and you say this, but he sort of moves to the side a bit, wriggles free a little bit, but you still say, "Tell us where this hole in the room is." I'd like you to make an intimidate check, please.
Oh no, I'm not going good at this one.
You can do it.
I can do it. 18. Let's do it. Do it. Success.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The counsellor dodges your headbutt and says, "Oh, look! I just work here. Please." He's obviously a little bit freaked out by the fact that he's just seen the little ratling execute his mate. He says, "Please, I don't want no trouble. There's a button under the desk, a pedal."
Where's the door?
Sorry.
And where's the door? I'm going to say to him.
Right where you're stood.
All right then. So I'm going to move off the door. That's one of the others to open it for us whilst holding onto him.
Right. I'm just going to move Mira. Mira was stood on the desk, which was a bit weird.
Maybe she could have bent over and shut the door for us.
It's like,
This is the right place.
okay, so you're moving to there.
Just doing some desk dancing.
Yeah, just that head height big picture. He would lap it up. I'm sure he would. It's filthy. He'd probably do this lady boy in front of me, the counsellor. Dave said it's a man, but it's clearly got tits.
Actually, you could be right there. It's supposed to be a man. I must have used the wrong token. So that's your turn, Pincher. Ramsey.
Hello.
I'm gonna drag the guy that we've just whacked into the room. I've just whacked. That's me.
Yep. Do you want to show me where you're standing and where? Actually, make a strength check, please, Ramsey, because he's quite a large gentleman. But he weighs about 10 pounds less than he did a couple of minutes ago.
What are you drinking? That was like ASMR.
No.
It's good, wasn't it? Okay, so you don't fail, but you only drag him. You make it about there, and you drag him to about there. He's heavier than you thought. Derekles, there's like this bit in your back. It's bothered you ever since you first arrived on Scintilla. Like maybe one of your vertebrae's been a little bit out of position, and it's just like pop, and for a moment it's fucking agony, and then it eases away, and it's like a pain that you've lived with for years that you've just got used to, and now it's gone, and the relief. Oh, Derekles, the relief is incredible.
I don't even know who I am anymore. Like, it's just I'm just in pleasure. I'm just taking a one-way ticket to Pleasure Town.
My back.
That's good. That's a good turn. I'll carry on with this.
Lady Redstream. Oh no, it is. Lady Redstream's unconscious. Sister Mira. It's not that long since you left Father Karos Shoal's personal quarters, which are on this floor, just sort of northeast of your position. When you left, he was still sitting in his office. And then you headed downstairs, had a drinky, met up with everyone, and you've come back this way. What would you like to do?
Stay in this room.
You're not doing anything?
Was going to open the trapdoor, but Ram's still out there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for.
Don't you
I
open
got right.
that trapdoor.
I'm just making a note of what people are doing. Don't get paranoid. Fucking hell.
Hurt.
Well, I was just waiting for someone to open the trapdoor. So.
Okay. So you
Delay.
hold your action.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Lady Cleaves comes over and begins trying to help you, Ramsey. She just grabs the feet of this guy as you're dragging him away. Her fan collapses and slots up her sleeve, and she just grabs this guy's feet and begins helping you. The counsellor at this point has just fucking quailed in front of Dick Pincher. He's not trying to resist. Ishmael, it's you.
We speak to the other guys. Are we going to try and get hold of the priest, or are we going to try and search for a way to find Vlad ourselves? So I've got things.
Well, first off,
Go on, Dick,
oh,
sorry.
it's okay. You finish. Sorry.
I was just asking it. What's our plan? Are we going to try and search, find him ourselves, or are we going to get hold of the priest? I've got a thing in his room. I could.
I'm going to rejoin.
Why don't you why don't but what I plan is
there's some serious meta chicken shit going on here, and I'm dropping hints, but Hayden's just fucking carrying on.
I missed
Fucking noisy.
I missed it. I was yeah.
I'm trying to drown Hayden out. It's Ishmael's turn, and Dick's trying to fucking do stuff. That's all I'm doing. I'm just washing over Dick. Oh dear. Poor choice of words.
Say there's a chicken in the air. There's a chicken in the air.
So you've asked that, Ishmael.
I'm going to try and connect a thing and see where a head priest is.
Okay. Give me a tech use test at plus 30, please.
Yeah.
I thought he was asking us what to do.
I'm going through each player. You're in initiative order.
Oh, well, we're all in the same room, aren't we?
Yeah, but you're in initiative order.
There's no need to be so noisy, Dave.
I was just trying to stop Dick metagaming, that's all. I don't give a shit about them cunts next door. Fuck them. So
Wow.
for a brief moment, Ishmael, you see through the eyes of Thing. And this is what you see. You know how Thing got here. You see Father Scholl working on a data slate. You see a councillor stood in the doorway. And he's saying, Caro, do you think it's a good idea to be trying to spread off-world? I mean, we're already so close to the attentions of the authorities. And Father Scholl responds by shrugging and says, at this point, Bastian, I no longer care if we're caught. This has gone far beyond anything I ever expected.
Right, he's got to die then, hasn't he?
You know exactly where he is in relation to yourself because of things progressed through this place following Father Scholl about. That would be your action this turn.
Is that a full action? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm just going to put you back where you were. Pincher, it's now your turn.
All right. Right. Ramsey, please can you get off the trapdoor? Miriam, will you please press that button? And I'm going to throw the councillor down there as a cushion and go down myself to see if I can find Vlad.
Okay. So are you holding your action to throw the councillor down when the doors open?
Yes, and then I'm going to follow the councillor down.
Very cool.
You're
going to surf him down.
Yeah.
Like Legolas on the shield on the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. That's Dick's turn. He's holding his action. Ramsey.
I will comply with Dick's request. I'm going to look around in this dude. This dead councillor. I'm going to try and get an earpiece.
You're going to try and get an earpiece?
Yeah, has he got some kind of... well, I'm going to check him for any communication device.
Okay, so give me an investigation roll, please.
Oh, no. That's search, Dave.
Sorry, yeah, I'm playing the wrong game. It's search, yeah. Okay. You do find a small comm bead in his ear. You also find a stub revolver. No, a stub automatic. And 27 rounds. That would be your action. Is doing anything else? Ramsey saying anything?
I can speak as a free action, can't I?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Anything happening?
Just waiting for James to figure out what he's doing.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to.
Sorry.
I'm going to look at Lady Cleves and say this investigation is now Inquisition business, Lady Cleves.
Okay. Derekles.
Yeah.
He's on your calves now. I mean, you've been on your feet for some days. You've walked the length and breadth of the hive, and he's massaging these calves. And Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. One of them's cramping. Oh, shit. A little needle comes out and just injects you with something. The cramp is relieved instantly. To the right of you, Maylene Trun is still just entranced, and you hear her just go for a moment. That's your turn.
Derekles feels a slight twitch as she hears this.
I love the fact that the rest of the party have kept your chaos out of this by just leaving you there. It's fucking fantastic. It's amazing. All right. Redstream
this is way better than chaos. This is awesome.
Lady Redstream is still unconscious.
Safer.
Sister Mira, Sister Mira, it's still you.
Shall I search for a button under the desk?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I'll search under the desk.
You should definitely do that.
I find it.
That wasn't me. So as soon as you look under the desk, you can see there's like a foot pedal under the desk. It's quite obvious. It's not even hidden. It's just there. And you can see the cables snaking up to the edge of the desk, then they disappear into the floor.
I pedal it.
Okay.
Okay.
You press the pedal.
Mm.
Where's James gone?
I don't know where James is. James is lost.
Said something and it went off, didn't
Yeah, I don't know what he said.
Oh.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that.
I think James was moving off the hole and his tenant said he would do it, but I don't think he did it.
Yeah, he's still on the hole.
No, we moved off.
It looks like he's still there to me.
No. Oh.
Ah, James, welcome back.
Hello.
Were you moving on your turn?
No.
Okay. Mary, you press the pedal.
Don't.
Oh no. Yes. I was moving out of the way, making sure. I thought Lady Redstream was helping me bring the guy in, so I thought we might have made a bit more progress.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're moving, then move.
Right.
As you search him. Otherwise, Mira's about to plunge you down to a hole.
Did you hear me say
Piss.
thinking me to Lady Cleves?
Yeah, I know what you said to Lady Cleves, yeah.
And her compliance is appreciated.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm moving, and you move the guy over as well.
Yeah, well...
Cheers. Was she just before Hayden? She was, wasn't she?
Yeah.
So that council would have been dragged over there for a start.
So you've dragged the person there. Mira, you press this foot pedal, and the floor just splits in the middle and hinges downwards. And it's just darkness that you can see. You'd all be able to see it. Mira, you sort of peer drunkenly over the desk, and you can see this dark space that doesn't... It's not just an absence of light, it's a swirling darkness. And around the edge of the hole, there are these beams, metal beams, and each of them is carved with strange runes and symbols, and each of the beams is made of a strange black metal. Is that all you're doing, moving there and pressing the switch?
Say Vlad. Vlad, you're down there.
Don't
tell me you're jelly already, Vlad. Don't really say.
Okay, Lady Cleves follows Ramsey. It's not your turn yet, Dick.
Oh, I hold my action, wasn't I?
Oh, sorry, you were. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, as soon as the trapdoor opens, I push the counsellor in while I'm holding on top.
Okay.
The two-person buffer.
The body falls into the blackness. Are you following it?
Yeah, both of them.
Sweet
I've got a double
sacrifice.
cushion now.
Okay.
Yes.
What's
The God Emperor.
What's Dick? What's your
God
toughness?
Emperor.
What's your toughness bonus, please, Dick?
I've got 4.
Okay. You leap into the hole as Ramsay and Lady Cleves drop the body.
Did you push? Did you let me push the other body in? The one I'm holding.
Oh, you're pushing the other guy in. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I wanted the double buffer.
All right. And you fall. And for a moment, you become disorientated as blackness takes you. And then you slam into the floor, and there's a squidge and a crush and a crack of bone as you ride these people down. You take 4 wounds on your way down.
Yeah.
So if you'd like
It
to
was
reduce
worth
your
it.
wounds by 4, it would have been
I
a
will.
lot worse if
I'll
you
do
hadn't
that.
done that. And you
Well,
all
maybe-
see as Dick just... It's not like he falls into the hole and vanishes. It's like the moment his feet pass into the framework around this hole, he just vanishes. Lady Cleves, on her turn, looks a little shocked to start with. Just wait for Leanne to get back before she detonates. I mean... Just sit down and put your headset on. Just sit down and put your headset on. So Dick falls through this hole, vanishes in the blink of an eye. You don't even see him fall. He literally just disappears as soon as his feet pass the threshold of this black metalwork with all these runes on. Lady Cleves looks a little shocked for a moment, looks up at what Ramsay said about the Inquisition, and holds up the palm of her hand to him. Her mechanical hand. And Ramsay, you see glowing on the palm of her hand the stylized eye of the Inquisition, the Ordo Hereticus. And she looks you dead in the eye and says to you, "No shit."
I'm just going to go, bravo.
Counselor. We'll do that. Deal with that in a moment. Ishmael.
Where am I? Let me just have a look. I can see it. I'm near the door, aren't I?
Yeah, you've just seen this happen.
So I've seen it happen. I'm going to try my combi and see if I can get hold of Dick or Vlad. Now the door's open.
Not a sausage.
Not a sausage. Okay. I'm not sure what's the best action. Do I know in relation to where I am where the head priest is? He on the same floor?
You know exactly where he is. Thanks to Thing. I'll show you in just a second. But first I need to do something very, very important. Oh no, God no, can't use that. Should be man. All right. Yeah. So Ishmael, if you're looking at the map,
Yeah.
up this way is the door to Father Scholl's quarters.
Okay. Talking to the other group that's free action, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm going to talk to Ramsay and ask him, Ramsay, should I head towards top priest guy's room? Is just up to the right.
Sorry.
Do we not? Okay then.
It's on your turn. You can respond when you're in initiative.
Okay.
But yep, you're
I'll
still
hold-
free to move or do
I'll
whatever.
hold my action until then.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Okay.
Vlad,
Hello.
I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Bastard survived.
Nice.
Wow.
You're going to be right behind Ramsey. So Ishmael, you're holding your action.
Yep.
Mr.
I
Pincher
wasn't first. What's going on? What do you mean Ramsey's fucking Ramsey? What's going
and Dick.
on? Fuck it.
Dick Pincher. You fall through a place that makes no sense, and you come to land on these bodies, and your legs take a bit of the blow, and this body splatters beneath you. In fact, two bodies splatter beneath you, and you sort of slump to your ass with the shock. It hurts, and you see standing. Oh no, you don't. Wait, have you got any night vision? You must have.
I think I do.
Let's have a look.
Infrared goggles, photo visor.
Yeah, but are you carrying them?
I think I would have kept my goggles on.
No, I've got a list of what you're carrying.
What?
You don't have any of your infrared shit. What you do have with you is a hand lamp.
Oh, right. I turn my headlamp on.
Okay, so you turn the hand lamp on, which would be your action to draw it and
I've got a
ignite
quick
it.
draw.
Oh, you have, yep. Be half an action then. You should be able to see a bit now.
The other half, actually, I want to search the other grease, what I landed on.
Yeah, go for it.
One.
Stop looting, Pincher. This isn't the time.
No,
might
always
need a
loot.
gun.
Always loot,
You
Pincher.
might need a gun, Vlad.
Loot always.
Right, what am I doing now?
Let's pick a pocket or two.
Give me
It's in the handbook.
Give me a search roll.
It's no time for thievery,
What? I
Pincher.
don't search and consider those things.
Always a time for looting.
Okay, you find a combead in this guy's ear, and you also find a stub, auto, and 27 rounds.
Okay, I took Vlad first, stub auto.
Can I see Pincher, can I?
You wouldn't be able to chuck it on your turn because you've used your half action, and you've used your full action.
Worries.
But yeah, Vlad, suddenly two corpses just appear just below the level of the ceiling, slam into the ground and splatter. And Pincher comes down, slams into the two corpses, slumps to his ass, and then just starts picking the pockets of one of the bodies. And you see him pull this pistol and combead out.
I'm going to say, Raining Man.
Hallelujah! I'll let you have that one.
What did he say? Raining Man, hallelujah.
All right. Yeah. Ramsey.
Right. Is there anything on the door to denote where I am? We'll close the door behind us, haven't we? But I'm going to ask for a servitor crew to this area. I don't know how to refer to it.
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Any sight on that?
It would have been site-based, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a pass, actually.
You did notice a sign outside the door said Consultation Chamber 1.
Brilliant. All right, I'm going to use the comm bead
Mhm.
and say, server to cleanup crew to consultation room 1. Somebody's spilled Amasec everywhere.
Okay. Give me a deceive roll. With a +20 for this, because they can't see you, and it's convincing. It's a good reason. Yeah. And you hear a voice reply, "Oh, for fuck's sake, not again! Yeah, just give us a few minutes." That would be a free action, Ramsey.
Right. I'm going to have a look around for anything I can use to. I was thinking, what can we throw down? Oh, I'll reload my pistol.
Okay, reload your pistol. Is that you done?
Is there anything in the room that we could throw down as some kind of a rope?
No. There's a desk with a chair. There was 2 chairs. The other one's down in the pit. There's a data slate on the table, and there's a couple of bookshelves with some minor religious tomes on it.
Right. Yeah, Yeah, I'm just reloading my pistol. I think that's probably my action.
Okay. Vladimir. So you see Pincher come crashing down out of the ceiling and loot this pistol and this combead.
By the gods, Pincher, I'm glad to see you. I was in a real pickle.
Yeah, someone said you fall down a hole. I had to manhandle this man here and get down here. The others are upstairs like, do you want these? And
What have you
there
got?
we go.
What's
I've
that?
got pistol ammo and a combead, man.
Yeah, I could use a pistol. I've got no guns down here. I couldn't get any through security.
Okay.
I'll take the take the pistol.
Hell hasn't broken loose yet, though.
Is Derek off a leash yet? Please tell me they haven't. Please tell me that
Derek is going
he
to
was
find
thirsty for blood.
massage
Don't.
of life.
Okay. So how, Pincher, you've come to rescue me. How the fuck do we get out of this hole?
And that's 2 in a hole.
I was hoping.
What's your escape plan, Pincher?
Yeah, I was hoping maybe ambush whoever thought he'd be in here, so no one think you're armed. No one think there's 2 and a few dead bodies. We could even stand one of them up in the dark so they walk towards it. Anyway, it's your turn, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They've got to come and get us eventually, right?
That's it, man. We've got a few decoys here.
And then we jump them.
Yes, of course.
Very good. All right.
Monty Python.
It is. It's gone full Monty Python right now. It's fantastic. I love it. I fucking absolutely love it.
I don't quite understand your banter.
Okay, so what are you doing anything, Vlad? You taking the stuff?
I'll say I'll take his pistol.
Yeah. So you've got a stub auto. You take that for half an action off Pincher. It's loaded. You can tell by the weight. There's also he's got a couple of other clips for it, and a combead.
I'll say I've already got combead, so I don't need another combead, right? I don't need more than a clip because I've got no one to shoot at. So
okay.
I'd like to get out my 10-foot pole, please, Dave.
You already have. You've already got it out. So
start poking around this room a bit.
Okay. So you've already got the pole out, so you can poke about for the other half action. You've taken the pistol for half an action, It feels pretty solid. Like you poke about where you saw
It's like
Pincher
a real
come
room.
through.
It's not fake room.
No, it feels like it's really there.
Okay. Very good.
Mm.
All right. Derekles.
Yes.
The servitor retracts away from you and from Maylene, back up into the ceiling. The hatch behind it closes with a hiss. The lighting comes back up to full brightness. It was quite dim before, and the music stops playing. Maylene looks at you, just stretches his shoulder out and says, Derekles, that was incredible.
I'm gonna do the same and be like, yes, it was. What now?
Well, she checks her chrono on her wrist and she says, it's only about 10:30. Oh, it's almost 10:30. We did make an appointment for counselling sessions, did we not?
We did. As she checks the chrono, I'm just going to reach out and take her hand, and then he's going to plant a kiss on her straight away. Why not?
Okay.
Let's get some action tonight, one way or another.
I would like you to
Let's
make.
do this.
I would like you to make a charm test with
Oh no!
plus 15.
Minus 50 for your hideous features. This is just such a bad move. Such a bad move. She's gonna. I'll just have to go back to killing people after this. After this fails miserably.
Been a wet lip.
I'm looking forward to when you accidentally eviscerate her.
Well, let's see how bad this is.
She lets you kiss her on the cheek, but she doesn't reciprocate or lean into it or anything like that.
Okay, it's a start.
Look at Leanne. Look at Leanne. Leanne's just sat there like that. Oh, sorry.
All day, Matt. My head actually hurts.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so yeah, you give this little kiss on the cheek, and she doesn't shrink away from you. She lets you take her hand. She doesn't kiss you back on the cheek or anything like that.
Johnny's frozen.
Johnny's frozen. Look at Johnny's frozen face.
Are you seeing the same Johnny I'm seeing?
Yeah, I think so.
Leading into us.
Yeah.
Piece.
I'll come back to Johnny as soon as he
Can we
reconnects.
save that picture? I want that as my ringtone for if Johnny rings me. I want that face.
Hang on. There you go.
Thanks, Dave. I might even have it as like comms man in my game.
All right.
Comms of some sort.
So we'll come back to Derekles if he reconnects. Lady Redstream's still unconscious.
Yeah.
It's Sister Mira.
Sorry about that. I think I killed the internet with my special moves.
Sorry, we'll come back to you, Leanne.
It's fine.
Johnny, it's still your go.
Okay, I'll sort of pull back from that and that's 2 hour appointments then.
Okay.
And look a little bit downcast, but but just try and hide it behind. Yeah.
Okay, so you are in initiative, so you can move as normal. So I think it's.
I'm gonna pick up my my sensor and just let the train drop to the floor, and then start humming a little hymn to myself.
Okay, so I think your movement is 3, isn't it? So I don't imagine you'd be running at this point. So I'm sorry to enforce movement restrictions on you, but
That's fine.
I think you'd be walking normally, so you can move up to 6 squares.
Yeah. Okay. One second. Just got the map up. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so where's the door?
Just below Maylene.
Ah yeah. Okay. to go here. Which way do we go? I'm not sure.
It'll be quite obvious when you take another step.
Okay, that way.
So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 squares, Johnny. You've still got 2 squares of movement.
Okay. Go this way. There you go.
And Maylene's going to follow you. She's holding
Okay.
your hand.
That's a good sign, isn't
Really?
it?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a good sign or not.
Lady in the hole too.
Sorry?
Huh?
Sorry?
Is that Lady Malene in the hole too?
No,
is it,
Malene's with Derekles.
Yeah.
Where's Derekles?
You don't know. He went for a massage and you haven't seen him.
Oh, sorry. I thought he felt. Oh, God.
No, they're just off. Derekles has literally spent this whole fucking thing just having a massage.
Sorry, yeah.
Been deep undercover.
Too deep.
Don't break
2D.
Deep.
I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, this is it hasn't hit the fan yet.
Yeah, you've no idea what's been going on.
Yeah.
So,
They're
Mirror.
all secret police. Have a child with her. In the family. Spend a couple of decades undercover.
I think that's the plan.
Hold.
You're going to hold your action.
I think so.
Keep
'cause I don't know what
raging.
to do really.
Okay.
It's safer. Safe
Yeah.
undercover.
Oh,
Lady Cleaves steps into the room, avoiding the pit. Oh, are you leaving your foot on the pedal?
Yeah.
You're leaving your foot on the pedal. The hole's still there. Lady Cleaves steps gingerly round it. She looks at you, Ramsey, and says, culinary quality commission indeed. Please.
Standards have to be upheld, logically.
But she grins as she says it. And in her other hand, she draws a pistol. Says, now, I don't know who you're working for exactly, but it was quite obvious from the moment I met you, motley crew, that you were not quite what you seemed. Now, who's in charge here?
Who's in charge?
Yeah.
Is there anyone?
Ishmael, it's your turn.
Still holding my. I don't know. I just want to go and kill someone. Quick look. Look at the map. Right.
Sorry, I'm really impressed by the fact that I trapped Vlad in a hole again, did a lot of damage to him again, and then Hayden just jumped in willingly. It's brilliant.
It's the worst hole.
Hey, I was thinking the type
Why
of
don't-
Yeah.
Why don't
I
everyone
wouldn't
jump
jump in
in?
a hole.
Bring the
It
trip.
was a move for sure.
Hey, I thought if people get a cupboard, I can back them up.
No, I know. I totally get that. It's a good idea. I just think it's really funny that like I've got 2 people stuck in a hole. It's just a callback to the first ever Dark Heresy game. Ishmael, what are you doing?
I think I'm just going to come and stand at the door.
Build a ladder.
What's that?
I said build a ladder. Lots of wood. Build a ladder.
Yeah, I'd like to search for. Like, I've got loads of. Did I bring my
Tie
spare?
some bed sheets together.
Did I bring my spare part for me, Dave? I think they're just what I need to build a ladder.
I'll be honest. No matter how many spare parts you have, you'd probably struggle to make a ladder out of them. They're generally technical devices rather than just bits of metal.
Well, whenever I've done something before, it just happens to be the right spare part.
Yeah, but I think that's a stretch. And no, you didn't. You didn't bring them.
Very popular
So
mechanics
that
back.
yeah.
It might be a stretch.
It might be.
Pull it out
Well,
very
yeah.
mechanics back.
I don't know if we need to go for the main guy. and see what's going on. 'Cause I don't know how we're going to get Vlad out of there. Yeah, I thought
it's just a setback. A setback.
Well, maybe you could build something from all the furniture rather than just throwing furniture down and stacking it up.
What
There's no
furniture?
hole
Sitting
in
here
the top of
building
our
shit.
cell. We're gonna
18 style, surely.
Yeah.
Time for an 18 montage.
Just one of these rooms.
I'll take use plus 10.
Has it got like a welding set in there?
There's a dune buggy and a tank of Promethium just lying around. Would you believe it? No, there isn't.
Well, that's that plan.
Shit out.
I think actually I'm going to walk towards. Where else was it? I'm going to walk towards that door over here. I think where the guy is.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's my full 6 is my full move, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless you're running.
No, I'm not going to run. I'm going to wait there. I'm going to grab some balls with thing. I reckon, and kick a door in.
All right. So you're heading over there on your turn.
Yeah.
Top of the round, it's Mr. Pincher.
So, right, man. I'm going to start arranging these bodies so it looks like just one body is not falling flat on the floor when the person comes in.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to move over here to weighted ambush. I'm talking to Steinhauser.
All right. So you're arranging all this squished body into one. I'm going to ask for a deception check, a deceive check for this.
I've got deceive. I'm going to re-roll that with my last fate point.
Okay.
Has to be good. Has to be good. Oh, it's
all right. Anything you want to say? You've still got free action to speak.
like, so have you found a way out yet?
I'm working on it, damn it.
Well, I don't think my
Don't
character
rush
will
me.
reach all the way away. Come on, Vlad. Aren't you supposed to be the brains?
I don't know where you got that impression from.
Why are you down a hole? Why did you do it?
I wouldn't be, if I was smart, I wouldn't have sat down when he asked me to sit down.
Is that you done, Dick?
No, I'm gonna try searching the door area for a place I can pick a lock.
Make a perception check.
Come on. Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here, and as you pan around the door with your torch, you see a similar thing to Vlad. You don't see any handle, any lock, any hinges. You do see a very small gap that defines the door in the wall. But other than that, you don't see anything obvious that you could pick. It's almost like when they've created cells, they haven't put the locks on the inside.
God.
That's a bit smart, isn't it?
Yeah, weird.
Oh, yeah. That's me done.
Is this where the walls start closing in? and they
Just let it happen.
Spikes coming out the floor. It's cool. All right, Ramsey, back to you.
Well, I don't have ideas. Can we do something with all this furniture? Do you think we can lower it down and they can climb up?
I just keep chucking furniture down. The Tower of Babel.
Yeah, I don't think there's any bedding anywhere.
Leanna, okay, you've moved your mic away.
I say, nah, I don't think so. Sounds like bullshit to me.
drunk Mira, just still with a foot on the pedal.
Fucking bullshit. Give me the fucking laugh.
Just
Nah.
stepping on the gas.
No.
I better go find something then. I'm gonna head off and start looking around for. Let me think. Where was I? I'm gonna look for the. There must be some towels or somewhere.
Towels.
Well, yeah, like maybe in the massage room.
Oh,
There are, but they're all very crusty.
disgusting. What is
Poor
it?
No,
Terence does the job well.
you don't know where the massage rooms are. You haven't explored much of this floor.
Well, I will head out and look for something that we can use as a rope.
Okay, move away. Go for it.
Right. 1, 2.
Stare into
There's
hole.
no point.
No. It's in another place. Huh?
Oh, do you think it's a different teleport room? I can't comprehend that. I'm afraid it's to
Ramsey
me.
wouldn't
It's the hole
have
that's
that
open.
idea. Yeah, he's doing right. He's doing what he
2,
thinks is
3,
best.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I see any doors, Dave? It's all very.
Yeah, just a second. There is a door right here.
What's that? 8, 9.
You've seen as well. Ishmael's heading up this way.
Oh. What's the door say?
Not much. It's just a door. It doesn't speak.
No, I mean, is the.
Why is Dick moving around on this screen?
It's having a
There was a
little.
consultation room written on it.
I'm not having that.
Representation.
I'll tell you what. I'll look for a staff member somewhere. Oh,
Right.
putting my pistol away, by the way.
Yep.
So 9. Is it? There's nothing on the door. No sign on the door.
It's just a wooden door set into the stone wall.
I'll try it.
Okay, it's open. You push it open.
What's in here, Dave?
You should be able to see what's in there. It looks like a bedroom.
Oh.
And there's one of the counselors. You recognise the robes, and he turns and looks at you.
Good evening, sir. I'm looking for the massage room. I don't suppose you could point me in the right direction, could you?
Okay, that's your turn. I'm going to add this guy.
Well, there you go.
I'm just going to add this guy onto the initiative order just because it makes more sense that way. Okay. Vladimir.
Hello.
It's your turn.
This is another fine mess you've got us into, Pincher. I'm going to. I'd like to heal myself, please.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I think.
So D5 wounds. You heal 3 wounds.
I'm gonna hit the door. Do an auto attack.
Okay. You missed the door. No, you don't. You hit the door, but it feels solid. It feels like it's made of steel or something like that, and it feels very thick. You bang on it. It doesn't really resonate.
Can I use a fate point, please?
Sure.
Fuck off, door!
It's just a dull thud as you hit the door.
Okay.
Um,
Right. That's me, I think, obviously.
Derekles.
Okay. I'm just going to continue walking down the corridor. Okay. That's what I do.
Maylene follows you. Make a perception check, please, Derekles. I'm just going to go for a wee. You see to the north, beyond this pillar and stuff like that, you can see an open door, and you can just see Lady Wendy Cleves. I'm just off for a piss.
All right. Okay. Oh.
Down in the hole, Vlad. Down in the hole.
I don't know. It's not safe in the hole with you here.
Dick in a hole.
Dick in,
Don't you think so?
dick in the hole.
No, yeah. I think it's probably the safest place for Dick.
Well, you know, I'm armed. And if anybody comes in to grab you, think
Armed
you
and
know, I've
dangerous.
got a gun.
This is true. This is true. You've got a very small area to defend. They've got to open that door at some point.
All right. Next up, yes, Derek, you can just see Wendy Cleves. Doesn't look like she's seen you. The counsellor moves towards you, Mr. Wallace, and says, please, this is Father Scholl's private chambers. If you are looking for the massage rooms, I would be happy to escort you back towards them. And he begins to try and usher you back out of the room.
Okay.
Lady Redstream is still unconscious. Sister Mirror. Where did what? Where did what? You don't know? Well, they left the room and they went. Okay. The fucking floor closes shut. The hinged plates slide back into place. Okay. Lady Cleves steps out the room and says, "Oh, so that's no one's in charge. Very well. I'll look after her ladyship then." And she steps back in the room and closes the door. Ishmael.
Which way did Ramsey go?
Through the door slightly to your northeast.
That's the door with what's his face in, isn't it?
Ramsay went here, which you know is the way to Father Shoal.
Yeah. Going 1, 2, 3. Is that the door there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's last movement, Dave. 6.
Okay, and you see Ramsay talking to this counsellor. Back to the top of
Okay.
the round, it's Ramsay.
Right, I'm going to shoot this fucker.
Quick draw the pistol. A headshot, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So 30 for point blank, 10 for fucking single shot, 10 for aim, 10 for red dot.
Yep.
Ramsay, you're a fucking beast.
Just shoot everybody, Dave.
Oh my god. I'm going to try and dodge that. I don't with a 97.
No, Dave.
Roll damage.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, not even going to bother working that out again. Straight through the head. Ishmael, you see this happen as Ramsay fucking executes this guy at point blank range, quick drawing his silenced pistol.
I'm going to give him a thumbs up.
I'm going to say this is Father Shoal's room. Case the place.
Vladimir.
Vlad and hold the dick.
We're gonna get out of this, Pincher. Don't you worry about it.
We'll be good. We'll be good. Honestly.
I'm gonna try and make contact with Reg.
Okay. What, with telepathy?
I don't know. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not enough.
Not
use my
enough.
second fate. I use my second fate.
Okay.
Use your bird whistle.
The crow whistle. Oh yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna say, Reg, I've neglected you terribly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Reg, but I'm trouble. I'm stuck in a hole with Pincher. I'm never gonna make it out of here alive. I just wanted you to know that, protect the flock. You'll be all right. I'm going to shut off contact with Reg.
For a brief moment, as you initiate this contact, you don't just speak to him, you see through his eyes as he sweeps towards... Where are we? Sweeps across Hive Sibyllus, heading towards Navarrete Spire. He's about here. And he's heading towards Navarrete. And you reach into his mind and you tell him this. And he diverts and turns towards Ebelhart Spire. And you hear a single word from Reg. Father.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say to Pincher, we're safe. Don't worry, Pincher.
Why? What's happening?
Reg will save us.
What the fucking dirty scarecrow, man. I don't put your faith in those things.
What do you mean?
They'll only lead you down to the path of darkness. So says the wise old Psycanthos.
That's no way to speak about Reg.
But I don't blame you, man. I'd listen to that crow too. It talks sense sometimes, you know what I mean.
So, Derekles, it's your turn. You see Lady Wendy Cleaves come out of... Oh, Derek's not there.
The Jolly Roger is there.
Somehow it's the counsellor's turn, even though the counsellor's dead. Lady Redstream is still unconscious. Sister Mira.
You mean the...
Sister Mira, it's your turn. Just look at the map. You can see you're not even at the hole. You've already moved. How are you moving through walls? I just literally watched you move through a wall. How are you doing this?
I was doing it too.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Right.
Witchcraft. Heresy.
So you saw both Ishmael and Ramsey head through this door here. Is that all your move done? Are you doing anything else? Okay, that's worthwhile. Lady Cleaves isn't doing anything you're aware of. You can't see her. Ishmael?
So this is Father Shoal's room, yeah?
So the guy said before Ramsey executed him, yeah.
So this is not the room I'm looking for. You know what room my thing is?
You know exactly where Father Shoal is. He's in the room south of where Ramsey is. There's a door here. Yeah, just here.
Okay. Right. I'm going to. How many is that one? I'm going to walk past.
Pask. We all know Pask.
I'm going to use Pask and his Punisher and to the door. I'm going to walk past Ramsey.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. Is a door here then?
To the right. I don't know why it's not showing up on the map. Yeah,
6. Yeah. As I walk past Ramsey, I'm going to tell him that Father Shoal is in this room.
Okay.
In this room.
In the room, I'm looking towards where the door is. You can't see the door, but there's a door there. Where I am.
Okay, so that's Ishmael's turned on. Ramsey.
Right, I'm going to gather all of the bedding.
Okay.
I'm going to leg it back to them with the bedding.
Cool. It'll be half an action to gather the bedding.
Okay. Right, in that case, I'm going to hold my half action because it's going to take me more than half an action to get across the room in one run. Is it? Yes. It's a charge, isn't it? That's super fast. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to say to Ishmael, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to take the bedding to them and maybe they can get Pincher and Vlad out.
Okay. You'd only be able to make half a move after gathering the bedding.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'm going to hold the half action and I'm going to wait until I've got a full sprint to leg it across the hallway with all the bedding.
Fair enough. Vladimir?
Going to speak to Pincher.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
I say,
how you doing?
Pincher, we're stuck here in a hole. We're probably doomed.
We're not doomed. We are not doomed.
Do you think now?
Father watches us all. Reg told you so.
Maybe you're right. Do you reckon? Shall we have some jelly here at the end?
No, I really want to, but no. I've tried to abstain since I've had my first dose and I've been jittering like a motherfucker. Honestly, I'm sweating thinking about it. No, I cannot.
If we're going to die, should we just at least have some jelly now at the end?
It's free.
Look, you're panicking too much, man. There's two of us, and now we're armed and dangerous.
Right. Okay. We'll be armed and dangerous, but have a bit of jelly, right? No, forget about it. No, forget I said anything. No, forget I said anything at all. It's not a,
No, man.
right.
No,
Okay,
I'm so
what are we
tempted
gonna
right
do then?
now, but I have really tried not to since. Oh, fuck me, man. Just looking at you talk about it now, just thinking I could already abstain into this jelly and crumble in the corner, melt away in that room there. But no, we have to be strong.
The small
Right,
bits.
no jelly. Yeah, you've convinced me. No, yes. For the Emperor, no jelly at all. Right, so what are we going to fucking do? I can't get out of this room. I keep...
I think the problem will solve itself.
Alright, okay, very good. Okay, I'm
Sounds like it's times like this we make do with a successful distraction, and I'll point to the badly formed pile of bodies I've just arranged on the floor.
I don't think these corpses are going to help us at all, Pidger. I don't...
You may have a point. Let me think on this.
Okay, I'm going to... I'll beat on the door once more.
Okay.
So I'm still stuck. We're doing all-out attack.
Actually, Dave,
Yeah.
would I be best waiting for Ishmael to help me make a rope out of the bedding?
Where's the last gooder?
I mean, yeah, anyone can tie bed sheets into a rope. Yeah, you hammer the door with your sword, and surprisingly, absolutely nothing happens, Vlad.
Very good.
But yeah, Ramsey, it's tying sheets into a knot. You probably don't need a tech priest for that.
Okay.
Derekles,
Yes.
what are you doing? You've seen
gonna,
Lady Cleves up in that room. You overheard Lady Cleves say, "Oh, I guess no one's in charge then. I'll just stay here and look after her."
I'm gonna stride forward and go, I am in charge. No, I'm not.
You don't know remember, you don't know the context of what you've heard Lady Cleves say.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna head up this way.
Okay. Maylene Trun's following you. Lady Redstream, still unconscious. Sister Mira. Yeah.
If I promise to behave with a group and not venture off of the map, can I go back up so I can see what they're doing?
Yeah.
Sorry for venturing off.
Yeah, don't go where you shouldn't go.
I'll have my player slap. I'm telling off.
There you go. There's a Vlad and a Dick. Mira. 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 Well, look at the map for a fucking start. I don't give a shit. We're playing a game. Come on. What are you doing? Just, what are you doing? Click on the fucking website. Jesus Christ. What are you doing? It's your turn. Well, you've just seen Ramsey and Wallet and Ishmael head into this room. No, because you're not fucking paying attention to the game.
Vladimir, what's he doing?
Leanne, seriously, look, you were here. Move with your fucking arrow keys. It's right there. It's the thing you can see. It's the entrance that you've just moved in front of. There. Right, so you're moving there. Okay, that's you. You're done. Wendy Cleaves is staying there. Ishmael, it's your turn.
Sorry, back. I think I'm just going to hold my position until make sure that the guy didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hold my action in case something happens.
All right. So Ishmael's holding his action. All right, we'll leave it there, guys. It's 25 to 10. I really don't want to progress any more than where we are now. And I'll send you some messages in the next day or two when we can do the next game.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dave. It's great.
Rightio.
Yeah, it was fun. Good massage.